have audio, but I fixed that.
Oh.
Whatever. Let's just give it all back, I guess.
All right. So returning that, if that's the case, I'm gonna give you guys 2 fame points. So if you guys are keeping track, that is 3 fame points total. There are set points in the story where you guys will be able to use those to make like special checks to help influence the city, as you are trying to be, the crew that's making it safe really to live here. That being said, if you ever think you can like flex on the city with a fame check, I am willing to be persuaded to drop one early. So right now you guys have 3 fame points.
Okay.
Do we spend those points if we have to flex on the city?
It's not like you don't actually have to spend them. It's like a permanent thing now. Like you guys are like 3 fame points deep at this point. So basically, it would be a D20 check plus 3.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it's not something that's necessarily modified by your skills. It's just like the skill, like the fame of the group as a whole. So it's not something you like add charisma to or anything like that. So let's say like an example of the last group that ran this.
I would contend that charisma could definitely influence it, especially in political situations.
Potentially, we would stay on the roll. One way that they used it last time was they like did a check after book 1 to try to drum up recruitment for the Children of West Crown. Was like an example, and they rolled like a fame check, D20 plus. They didn't return the shit, so they got a D20 plus 2. But they rolled that and got like a few more recruits out of the whole business.
Definitely should have not returned it because wealth by level is horrible.
So what exactly are we returning again?
So you would be returning the gems, and the jewelry, but you guys would get to keep the jeweled short sword, the masterwork dagger, and the masterwork rapier.
Right.
Do we know if the blacksmith had family?
Don't care.
With your check earlier, you would know specifically. This is like the guilt-free thing they're giving you guys in the book. He specifically had no heirs, and in fact was not very well liked.
Okay.
Which I think is fucking hysterical that they like included that note. There's like, yeah, he's got no heirs, he's got no family, he was kind of a dick.
They want you to keep it.
Yeah, they want you to keep the weapons. Ooh, and with our first chat interaction of the night, Drow is going to redeem some points here, and you guys are going to get a random magic item dropped.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
All right, so let's see. I am going to roll randomly here to see which type of magic item we are going to get. I believe that is going to be a D12 for me to start. All right, this is going to be a magic item in the foot slot. And with you guys, let's get a level appropriate item, so I'm not giving you something that's worth like 5,000 million gold. All right, that's the table I want. 57. All right. At the bottom of this chest, with a note saying that it was delivered by the Thieves Guild as an extra prize, so you don't feel guilty about taking it.
I don't feel guilty about taking anything.
I mean, that's a fair shout as well. Give me a spellcraft check, because you see this very nice supple pair of leather boots.
How supple? Describe them to me.
Very supple. Like if you were to look up supple in the dictionary, these would be supple.
Ooh, that's high.
Ooh, Akio, you were born with your magic powers, but boy, have you been studying. You would recognize that these boots are boots of striding and springing. The boots increase the wearer's base land speed by 10 feet. In addition to this striding ability, these boots also allow the wearer to make great leaps. You get a +5 competence bonus on acrobatics checks. So 10 feet faster, no matter what kind of armor you're wearing. And +5 to acrobatics.
Ooh.
Give it to the heavy armor guys.
The heavy armor guys that just gave all of our loot away for charity. Sure.
I love a bit of loot
Hold on.
infighting.
He gave it away for charity. I gave it away for the next life.
He gave it away for
Okay.
the promise of a reward later.
This is to help you to be a
Yeah.
god.
It's not charity.
I imagine this
I'm
is
not-
so
I'm not
frustrating for a thief. They're
donating
like,
it
it's the
to-
right thing to do, and the other one's like, yeah, I guess, but also you could be a god in the future, and you guys are just like, motherfucker, I just want money. Too fucking good. All right, excellent. So, in addition to that, because you guys didn't want this to factor in your decision, but since you did choose to return it, you were going to get additional XP as well.
Yeah, but XP can't be bigger.
Well, it's going to be a ton of XP because this is actually a story award. And story awards are not divided. So you guys are going to get 3,600 XP.
Wow.
Which was...
What's that? 10,542, y'all.
Which, it was only going to be 1,200, but you guys are good Samaritans. So you get the extra fame point and a shit ton of XP.
We're not good
Eh.
Samaritans. Begrudgingly. I'm
Eh.
begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly good Samaritans. You are just regular Samaritans. You are just people.
I just want to point out that that jewelry could buy me a tiger. Okay.
What's
What a
the
flex.
XP points again? The overall, everything combined, accumulated,
10,542.
Which gives us a level.
which gives us a level.
Hell yeah.
And what's the next level requirement again?
15K.
Yeah, the one after that, I
Yeah.
think is yeah. There you go.
Awesome.
You got it.
All right. Does this mean we get the stat points as well for level 4?
I mean, you guys could just really get
After we
all
sleep,
this
right?
stuff because you guys are gonna be able to sleep like right away.
Yeah.
As that is pretty much the
Do we get-
conclusion of the adventure. The only thing you guys haven't done in this room is you have the 3 surrendered ones. If you want to interview them,
I actually do have something for them.
okay?
Um,
They're all just kind of like sitting there. You guys
Counting.
found a bunch of like manacles in there that they used for like hostage situations. So they're all just kind of like kneeling with their hands, manacled
And feet.
and feet.
Do
Sure,
they have feet ones?
they're a
Awesome.
gang. They got a lot of manacles. Why not? You guys get there's 6 sets of manacles.
Our leader's gonna have something for you guys. And we're gonna take them back to the hideout so that they can be interrogated by our plucky leader. And then when it's time for them to die, I would like for their execution to be with the siege weapon.
With the siege. Oh, with the crossbow,
Yeah,
the mounted one.
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Because nothing says, subtle and thievy and roguey like coup de grace with a siege weapon.
Fucking savage, dude. There's the music I wanted for today. Some chill background stuff.
I have a fucking spell picked out for this.
All right. So do you have any direct questions for them, as they're just kind of like manacled there?
Before they die.
Do you say
No, I
that
feel
they're
like we
gonna
got-
die like out loud? Because they're definitely gonna beg
No,
for their
no,
lives.
no, of course not. Of course
Okay.
not. That's
Oh, of course not. Okay.
Please, I'm an idiot.
Please, guys. Fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything for him. Do you guys have any questions for him?
Not really. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we got like the main plot hook that they were setting up. So
Oh, it's gonna be so tough to level if it takes 2 minutes to load a web page.
I'm so
oh my
sorry.
god.
We can
Oh,
like
wait, maybe
abstract
it's
some of
better.
your roles.
Just
We
as
know
fast.
you got some bonuses going on.
Yeah. What was my level 2 spell gonna be? It's
One
gonna
of
be
these
something
web
stupid.
pages loaded pretty quick.
There you
Maybe
go.
it's okay.
I think one of these guys is the one who was he was entangled, now free from the vines. He's just like, hey, Look, I could give you guys some information if you let us go.
What information do you have?
Well, first I'm gonna need some sort of guarantees that you're gonna let us go. You know.
He
Um,
doesn't get any guarantees.
yeah, I could. You want me to kill one of your friends in front of you, and then, have you tell me, and then you still not know if you're gonna die or not, or you could just tell me and then take my word that I'm gonna let you go. You know.
Give me an intimidate check.
Okay.
All right. He's like, whoa, okay. Look, we're low down on the totem pole. We don't really work with the council, but you all should know the Council of Thieves, they're having some internal strifes right now. You feel me? Things are
No,
in
I'm not feeling you. That's
in
gross.
a state of flux, as it were.
Hmm. And you want me to let you go because of that? Like that's
All right.
really like surface level information. You don't have anything more?
Look, yous let us go. We can be your one of them's like your contacts. Like we could be your eyes on the street. You know, keep an eye out for you and your party here.
You realize that I have the note that says that you weren't accepted into like the Council of Thieves, so you're not like double A. Are you just suggesting to be like street level thugs for our gang?
I thought we were part of. That's not what Palavine said. He said we were led into the group. You know, we thought we had protection.
I literally have the note here that says that if you keep bothering him, like if you guys keep bothering the Thieves Guild, they're gonna take care of you. So
you like flash them the note, and they're just like, oh, look, we could be you can still use us. You know, people are scared of us. They would let us know all kinds of information. We could pass it on to use. You know, it'd be fine.
I'm just gonna stop talking to him at this point.
They
I
just
say
like
we hand him over to the people, and we get extra points, like extra, fame from it, right?
Oh, do you think like, oh man, how does Chelix like a nice public execution?
I think Cheliax is all about public executions. If I understand them
Cheliax
correctly.
is very, very all about public executions.
Have they ever seen one with a siege weapon?
Well, we may not want to
give
do
me
that.
you grew up in Cheliax. You would know that being shot by a siege weapon is like, it's not even that bad compared to some of the shit they've done. Like they've taken like a Desmond priest who like was openly, like spouting like angry religious rhetoric about Asmodeus, and they like flayed the skin off his back and stretched it out like butterfly wings while he bled to death.
Oh, that's fucking metal.
Yeah, they are shooting someone with a big crossbow. It's like not even the worst thing they've done. Very much an empire that rules through fear and like strength of arms.
Well, that's a little lame. And I guess lame. Yeah, we probably don't want to. We don't want to reveal that we stole a Hell Knight's caravan and their fucking siege weapon publicly. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, probably not. All right. So do you decide to take them with you then?
Yeah, we're gonna give them to the leader. I don't remember her name. Whatever. The chick that was a stranger. I actually have notes somewhere for this campaign. Let me pull them up.
One of them is Ariel, is the male leader, and then I believe it is Jacana is the other one, or something similar to that. Why am I blanking on the name right now? I always remember Ariel, and I never remember hers, which is dumb of me. Hold on. Give me like 10 seconds and I'll find it for you. Janovan. It's Janovan.
Janovan. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you guys could bring them out pretty easily because the rest of the rebels are out there waiting, and Ariel and Janovan are kind of just like, we'll take them off your hands and try to, crack them for information while you all rest, and then we'll either turn them over to the guards or just kill them ourselves.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And as you guys fall back to the safe house that was once the Shrine of Eridan, you have finished book 1.
That's pretty good.
Yay!
So, without further ado, we can move on to Council of Thieves Book 2, known as The Sixfold Trial.
Ooh.
All right. So while you guys are still kind of playing, around with updating your characters to their next level, I am going to kind of continue our roleplay section. I'm going to drop you guys off on the map area now.
Okay.
Just as kind of the background. We don't need all our combat tokens. All right.
Should I take Shaken or Sickened for a status buff I can cure?
To
Ooh.
cure. Maybe
Which one's
Shaken.
what's second to do?
Sickened is like a -2 to everything. Or Shaken's a -2 to
Is it-
everything. What's
Second is second to lose actions. I think
neither of them are powerful enough to make you lose actions, I believe. They're both like precursors to ones that do, like being frightened or being nauseated.
There's also Fatigued.
Fatigued is good if you are... There are certain creatures that can make you fatigued, and there are, like, if you stay up all night and don't get to rest, you become fatigued.
Right, but here's what I'm thinking. I can rage for 6 rounds, and I would be fatigued for 12, but if I swift action heal myself, and with the mercy trait on my heal, it cures the fatigue.
That is
Can
true.
you swift action while fatigued?
No, but he might not be able to, but even so, he could still just take a standard and do it. Only be fatigued for like 1 round.
No, you get you can
you can still make a move. You can still do swift and moves and all that.
Yeah, fatigued is what I would do with your build. Fun fact: Shaken and Sickened are identical.
Okay, dude, I thought I was going crazy because in my head I was picturing the exact same thing.
No, yeah, I was pretty sure too, and I just had to check.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list now. Yeah, they are literally identical. The only difference is like one is the precursor to nauseated, and the other one's like a precursor to panicked and frightened.
Yeah, well, you can actually. I'm sure there's things that can upgrade to Sickened, like Sickened to nauseated, but it's much easier to get Shaken to the other two. Like stuff that increases fear is easier than.
All right. So, as you guys are messing around with your characters, it is probably a day or so later. You all are contacted by Janovan to kind of come meet her in like the commander's chamber. So like her and Ariel have this like secret room at the back of the church. As she nods off, she's like, "Hello, I have someone I wish to introduce you all to." And then another woman steps out holding a grimoire, like a wizard's book, as well as a stylized rapier.
Hold on, wait. When she calls us, she's gonna like summon us, right?
Mm-hmm. She's like sends a runner, probably like, "Hey, go meet them." And
I disguise as Janovan.
Okay.
To show up to them.
She's like, "All right, I assume that's Accio. Good to see you."
Yeah.
What a flex, as always.
Does the new girl react at all, or has she heard of me at this point?
She like raises her eyebrow and she's like, "I assume this is the one that can disguise herself at pretty much will." And Janovan's like, yeah, she does this a lot. The woman kind of like was looking through her grimoire and clack, shuts the book with a loud snapping noise. Well, you all seem quite the well-made group with your gear. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aelin Gonstasavos, and I am a member of the Pathfinder Society. Everyone give me a knowledge local check, if you have it.
Okay, hold on.
Alright, that is a success. That is another success. Zakana and Akio, right off the bat, you all would know that the Pathfinder Society in Westcrown, they are like persona non grata right now. They are effectively banned from the city. Their main lodge, Pathfinders, they have like different lodges around around Galarian. The lodge here has been shut down for like decades, and they are not supposed to be here without express permission from the Cheliax government, from the House of Thrun. And judging by this secret meeting with a group of rebels, you would assume that she is here against the law. Listen, I'm sure some of you are already aware that Pathfinders are not welcome here, but I contacted my old friend Janovan, and there is a mission which could benefit both parties here, both the Children of Westcrown and my Pathfinder allies. The reward would be the benefit of your city, perhaps some payment, and if you are interested, I am a venture captain. I could give you a field commission and promote you to members of the society were you so inclined. Listen.
Oh, I'm always interested in being a member of a secret society.
Well, we're not a secret society. We're just, we're pretty well known. We're all over the world.
Secretly a member of a society, I guess?
That's fair. You would have to keep it a secret in the city. Listen, several decades ago, the agents of House Thrun closed down our lodge here. It was called Delvehaven. It's been locked down tight for near 30 years. And even before then, no true Pathfinder had been inside since the god Eridan's death. Sure, they had Pathfinders who had been specially appointed by House Thrun, but they were puppets, and they never reported to the Grand Lodge in Absalom. Now, I think it would be a good point of interest. Who are you casting Oppressive Boredom on?
Oh, no, I was just making sure everything works.
Oh, okay. You're casting on her. I was like, fucking savage, dude.
No.
We're like 2 paragraphs in a book, too. Yeah, so she's like, an important point of interest that would interest your band of rebels. It was around the time that Delvehaven was sealed that the shadow beasts began stalking Westcrown's streets and became a plague upon the city. I believe that were we to get into Delvehaven, we could figure out a way to stop the shadow beasts. At this point, Janovan chimes in, and she's like, look, if this is true, sorry, I gotta fix my charger. It is not charging my computer for some reason. There we go. If this is true, and we could stop the Shadow Beast, that's a huge issue in the city right now. That would let the rebels focus on the House of Thrun themselves. If people aren't afraid to walk the streets at night, we would have members begging to join their cause. Aelin kind of shrugs. She's like, I'm sure that's right. Quite right. But one cannot simply just walk into Delvehaven. We need a way in. The House of Thrun no longer actively guards the site. They transferred responsibility to the West Crown's mayoral office. Unfortunately, that means that the keys to whatever locks and wards have been placed on the lodge are within Abrian's Folly. You all would know Abrian's Folly is the kind of local name for the mayor's mansion. It's called the Folly because he is like an extensive partier to the detriment of the whole city.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
And she's like, look, I believe that he is in possession of something known as a Chelish Crux, a 12-sided puzzle box that acts like a bag of holding, containing many, many items within its extra-dimensional spaces. It's somewhere within the Manor's vaults, a place that I've heard called the Asmodean Knot. Unfortunately, all my research has turned up nothing on how to get in there. But that means we are to somehow get into the mayor's house. By no means an easy feat. Normally it is guarded. However, Janovan and I have concocted a plan. You see, Mayor Arvanaxi is a lover of theater, and in particular, the theater Mortresi. Everyone give me either a knowledge local, or just a straight int check, as this is a very famous type of theater within Cheliax. Zakana has no idea, not a fan of the theater. Akio, though, you have heard of the theater, and maybe you've even gone to one yourself. Opera was always a big deal in Cheliax, even before the Thrune Ascendancy. Once the Thrune Ascendancy happened, they were very much into blood sport. So, why not combine the two? The Theater Mortresi are effectively murder plays, and are one of the fastest growing forms of entertainment here. They are plays so dangerous the actors often do not survive, and that is kind of the point for the spectators. The mayor has a favorite play in the genre, known as The Six Trials of Larazad, and as luck would have it, a prominent director is preparing a cast and wants to direct a full, uncut version of the play for the first time in decades at the Nightshade Theater. Were you adventurers to become the actors in that play, and of course survive, well then, I'm sure the mayor would be more than happy to invite these actors into the party at his mansion in the next couple weeks. All you have to do is secure the parts and survive. Once inside, well, his parties are far from tame. I'm sure it'll be mere hours until the party is so inebriated that you could sneak away and investigate at your leisure. What do you think?
First, out of character, I'm really sorry. I got disconnected and I couldn't talk while you were doing your lore dump.
Oh, you're good.
But,
Sorry, that was a big lore dump at the beginning of this book.
She name dropped the book, and that always does a little something for me, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She named dropped
the name
book.
of the movie.
She also made a Lord of the Rings reference. She's full of references.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're there.
She said the thing.
Yeah. Oh, he said the line.
That was
I
like
guess
in
this really
War
is
for the
it.
Crown at the end of book 1, where I think they like contact someone and they're like, "Oh, you'll have to join us in this war for the crown." It's like, oh, they said the campaign name.
Yeah.
I have one rules question.
Go ahead. What's the rules question?
Quick. So I have this ability at level 4.
Blessed correct.
Am I able to roll once, see the result, and then choose to re-roll, or do I need to declare I want to re-roll before I?
I would
I get
say
roll
I think it would be you
before
would
I-
declare it first and like roll with like basically
Okay.
like 5e advantage.
Okay. just wanted to
Only
be clear.
because normally there are similar abilities in other classes, and they usually specify if it's like, this can be made before or after seeing the roll. So I feel like since it doesn't specify, it's probably just like roll both
Yeah,
at once.
There are stuff. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
No worries.
I think my level up is finished now.
Nice.
Mine too. I've got some furniture coming, so if I just disappear for a bit later, don't mind me, okay?
Fun fact. If I
Thanks, Blue.
cast my level 2 spell and study someone and try to intimidate them, oh my god, it was a nat 22.
Jesus, fuck, 44.
That's my intimidate if I'm self-buffed
No, it should be good.
against one target.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice
Appreciate you.
intimidate.
Make them crap your pants.
Level 4, not bad.
All
How
right.
many? Like that's like it's like every 5 is like a degree of success or whatever. Crazy.
All right, guys. Kid got in a car accident. Gotta go.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
fuck.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Hope everything's well.
yeah.
Hope everybody's safe.
Yeah. Well, that was unexpected.
And then there were 3.
And then there were 3. Well, wishing him all the best.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad joking about that a while ago.
Do we want to go with 3 people?
I'm fine to continue. This is not nearly as like there's a lot of setup here before the play, so we could
Okay.
kind of keep that going and assume that he's doing the same in character.
We could also do some shopping because we have a lot of stuff to sell, and I could use some
True.
different armor.
Well, once
I've
you,
already
once you
taken
guys
the
go
stuff.
through that, well, what do you guys say to her first? This
Well,
new woman.
So basically, she wants us to act in this play so we can get invited into whose house?
party.
Into the mayor's house.
Okay, I thought it was
Basically,
mayor, but I wasn't sure.
yeah, basically, it's really really hard to get into his parties unless you are like, you know, like generations of nobility, like the sons of nobles who have been ruling the city for so long. Unless you are like his specially invited guests, and as of late, pretty much the only people he invites are like patrons of the arts.
Yep.
So she's
Okay.
kind of banking on the fact that like this is supposed to be like the mayor's favorite form of art, the murder plays. And if that's the case, like he would almost certainly invite you to his next big shindig.
Yeah. I'm down solely
And-
because I might get to kill that fucking fuck face from earlier.
The
The other
other
actor.
question
Oh, Thessing.
is why does she want us to get into the party?
Because he has the keys to the Pathfinder Lodge that we're gonna break into later.
Mm-hmm. So
Got
it's
it.
like not necessarily like a straight up key, but she know like basically the lore
Keep up
of
the
Delvehaven has been like scrubbed from the Pathfinder records by House Thrune. So she like doesn't know if there are like magical wards or like just physical traps, because the Pathfinders are nothing if not resourceful. Like it could be heavily warded and trapped. So she's like, all that information should be in this like Chilaxian puzzle box known as the Chelish Crux. And if they can find that, you know, we won't have to risk our lives busting into Delvehaven. And you guys want to get in Delvehaven, or at least the leaders of the Resistance wants you to get in there, so that you can try to figure out what the hell has been happening with these shadow beasts that have just been like plaguing the city. Because her theory is that it's something to do with the society, like maybe something that they have.
So what are we doing?
I mean, I'm down to join a murder play again because I think it'll be really fun. That's the reason
That's
Akia's
a
doing it. And there's a really good chance I might run into Thessing.
All right. She's like, do you have any questions? And Janetman's like, please, yeah, any questions? We're more than welcome.
Yeah. How do I get in? How do we get in? Is there like a roll call? Do we just go to apply to murder people in a play, or?
Yes, there is a casting call at the Limehouse Theater. It is tomorrow night. The theater is owned by Robal Nonan. He's a infamously famous director, but he's infamous for his temper and his knack for getting an emotional performance out of his actors.
That sounds like foreshadowing, but also, if like I bring like if I find somebody on the street, for my performance, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Is that frowned upon? Like bringing your own props?
If you find someone on the street?
Yeah, it's like a murder play, right?
She's like, no, you're the ones that have to survive the murder play. You don't pick other people to murder. The Trials of Larazad, each act will be a deadly task or like part of the story that you will have to overcome.
Oh, I've been misunderstanding this
Oh.
drastically. I thought I was gonna murder people.
Oh no, you're the ones at risk.
Oh, Okay, cool. No, that makes a
As
lot more sense.
Yes,
long
as I
as we
believe,
don't need to act.
as of now, no full crew has ever successfully survived this play.
So,
But I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll be
okay.
fine.
Yeah, no, it's
If-
cool. It's cool. So we just have to make the casting call, get, join the play, survive, steal whatever MacGuffin, break into the Pathfinder thing, and then stop the dogs. Right?
Yes, well,
That's
there
the
are
checklist
more than
right now.
just dog shadow beasts, but that is the general gist of it. I will agree.
Wait,
If-
there's things other than the dogs.
Oh,
Wait,
there's
no.
much worse shadow beasts.
Okay, cool. We're never gonna talk about that again.
What is
Yes,
she
they're
gonna do in the
quite
meantime?
deadly. What am I going to do? I'm going to continue to research Delvehaven and try not to get caught by Hell Knights, lest they ram my head into a spike over the city.
So I walk over and I put my arm on her. I put my hand on her arm. I put my arm over her and ask her, "Why don't you join us in this play?"
I feel like she's too high profile, right?
She, removes your arm, and she's just like, No. They would spot me. As I said, I'm a venture captain. The majority of the Pathfinder Society is made up by our agents. The venture captains are those who send agents on various tasks. They would know my face.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Ooh, hold on.
Aw.
This face.
Alright, let's roll perception on her.
God damn it, dude! Every single time. Every single time.
And then we'll make another roll. Give me a perception check from Zakana.
Oh, she's stealing back.
Huh.
She just in one hand, she grabs your wrist, trying to pickpocket her. And as she looks over you, you look back at her, and she's just holding your crossbow in the other hand. She's like, this is quite a fine make. It'd be a shame if I had to take it from you.
Huh.
Oh,
Well
man.
done. I'll take back the crossbow and walk away.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Is there like a back room I can slip off to for a second? I want to disguise as her real quick.
I mean, you could just leave. She's like, "Oh, are you done? Are you agreeing to the briefing? Are you all good?"
Well,
I'll be right back,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna.
Anyone
disguise as
else have
her.
any questions? Oh, you're back
If-
and you're me. I guess I should have seen that coming. Yes, what a wild
said-
twist.
how long have these murder plays been going on for?
That was since the Thrune Ascendancy, so a couple hundred years.
Okay, and no one has survived.
Oh, there's been some survivors of this particular play, but I don't think there's ever been a full crew that survived the 6 trials of Larazad.
So if all of us were to survive, we'd be very well known.
Oh, you'd
Oh, I
be
see what
quite
you're
famous, yes.
I say we do it.
Yeah. I knew
Someone's
that-
thirsting for fame points.
Yeah. Stupid murder cult. No, I'm down. Mostly because I'm sure there's other valuable things that we could steal from the mayor's house.
Oh man, you
And
guys are
probably-
testing the paladin's
Casting
patience.
call is tomorrow.
The casting call is tomorrow night, correct?
Okay, then yeah,
and
that gives
probably
us-
from the Pathfinder Society, man. They always have powerful artifacts.
Do a lot of people show up for these casting calls? I imagine it's only the desperate.
She's like, you're pretty much hit the nail on the head. Shockingly, not a lot of actors want to risk killing themselves for one role. So, hopefully there won't be too much competition.
Do you know? Can I roll? Let's see if there's anybody that's desperate enough to want to do this right now.
Sure, give me a knowledge local check, I'll say. Or perform acting if you have that either. Knowledge local,
Nah.
you're not sure, but you're not sure of anyone in particular, but there's always hungry actors, trying to make a name for themselves in this city.
Yeah. I was really hoping that I would get somebody specific so that we could sabotage them, but I guess I'll just, whatever. Yeah, cool. So I guess we're gonna. Oh, I didn't get HP. Half of 6 is 4 because that's how math works.
Yeah, you alternate 4/3, 4/3.
Oh, you do?
Yee.
Oh,
Unless you want to roll for
one
it, you could
moment.
roll for it too. But I usually say once
Um,
you decide, you either do the averages or.
Yeah, I've just been doing like 5e where it's like the rounded up average.
Oh, okay, yeah. Usually,
Let
usually
me
in
adjust that.
Pathfinder 1e, it's like
I
a
should have
D10
one
is
less hit point then.
what? Well, yeah. What's your hit dice?
D8.
D8. So yeah, yours would
So
be, I
it should
believe.
be 5 and then 4 and then 5.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, 5/4, 5/4, 5/4.
Okay. So yeah, I'm at 30 then, not 51.
All right.
Um,
So, we can just kind of, imagine that the shopping happens. So if you have the money, feel free to buy what items you would like. This is a very, this is one of the biggest cities in Cheliax. So you would, especially at this level, you'd probably be able to find whatever magical or physical items you would like.
yeah. What's our like loot split up like right now? Do we know?
Well, we have a grand total of 2,075 gold pieces, just by themselves. So everyone
That's not
can
bad.
get 500, and we're left with 75.
Hey, that's enough for a masterwork weapon, which is an extra +1 to hit. Or
Yeah.
whatever, or maybe some
Pardon.
potions, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah. I mean, we have like a shit ton of stuff to sell too that we just
Hold up,
haven't.
I need to reload roll 20. Oh man, I hope this works.
I'm sorry, internet connection today, my guy. That's rough.
Yeah, we're like
I've never seen it this bad.
Dude, that's like
We-
legit what mine used to be before I switched to Comcast. Not that this is an ad for
Yeah, I mean-
Comcast, but like my old service, which was CenturyLink, like legit most days it would be between like 1 and 4 download speed and like 0.5 upload.
Yeah. My back like when I like the house I grew up in basically,
Mhm.
it was like 3 like all the time.
my worst internet that I've ever had was in 2011. I lived on my
That's around
grandpa's farm, and the only way that we could get internet is we had to take satellite because nothing else would
Oof.
like provide.
What did I
And
miss?
I don't know if you ever had
Um,
satellite. We started complaining about internet, and we're working on.
Yeah, we're just trashing internet,
Yeah.
people.
So,
God, I miss my college internet. It was like legit if I was on
Let's-
a wired connection, it was like a gigabit download. It was so
Let's
good.
all take 500 gold, and there will be 575 left over in the treasury, so Susan can get 500 next week.
Sure.
We have like a shit ton of stuff. We have like 2 2+1.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was just like the money itself that I wanted to get out of the way.
Have we returned the gems and the jewelry yet?
Yeah,
I
we
assume
kind of
did.
just
We got the
abstracted that.
XP.
That's how you got the XP earlier.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
And
Sorry.
No, you're good.
we have the jewel short sword, or is that part of the jewelry?
No. That was all the weaponry was
Something different.
from the
That was from the black one.
dick blacksmith that no one likes. Who
Should I just
also is dead.
assume-
And probably smelled bad. You know what? Let's just keep piling up on this guy.
For
I bet he
all
had a
like the
fucking
armor and weapons, should I just assume average, like or half?
Yeah,
Yeah,
half.
you can just sell for half.
Okay.
I used to like let players just like negotiate with vendors all the time, but man, it just breaks the game and takes forever.
I've already taken all the stuff that Zikana needs, so
What'd you take?
I put it in the chat earlier. You didn't see?
Where?
Oh, I guess it's gone then. I'm kidding.
Gone forever.
One masterwork. So I replaced it with the rapier, the dagger, and the leather armor. So I just took the masterwork versions of them, and I took the one of Cure Light Wounds as well.
Wand of Cure Light Wounds is gonna be very helpful.
Yes, and as you can see, let me show you the skill.
How much does Masterwork add for armor?
150.
150.
For price, yeah,
didn't-
150 to make a masterwork.
I need it because for studded leather, it reduces the armor check penalty, and that just gives it 0 as well.
It'll reduce
Yeah.
the armor check penalty as well.
I'm gonna suggest that we buy a wand of infernal healing for out of combat healing, and then we can just use the wand for in combat healing.
Yeah, so this signature one, I can use it as a free action to heal, so it doesn't matter.
Nice.
I can draw it to heal, and then I can, yeah.
Excellent. All right.
I think I'm trying to things on my.
So if your stats are good, and you guys buy what you want, you would find yourself. This isn't the final theater that you guys will be performing at. You're gonna be performing at a much nicer theater. But the casting call is at the Limehouse Theater. Where you guys would be met by that cranky playwright I was just telling you about, Robal. So let us get his picture up for you.
We're acting today, so I'm a busty brunette.
All right, fair enough. This is Director Robal. As you come in, he is just yelling at someone who's like a crying actor who's just like running out of the studio. He's like, "They told me you could act. This is terrible, terrible."
Okay. Cool.
He also, you see that he has let in other people to watch it and just hurl abuse at the stage. As his attitude is like, "Oh, an actor who can remain focused before an audience as unruly and caustic as this one can perform anywhere."
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. I guess we should go and introduce ourselves, huh?
Yep. He's just kind of out front. You guys want to walk up and talk to him?
Yeah. Hi. Is this the casting call?
Yes, this is for the sixfold trials of Larazard. Please come in.
Okay.
God knows we've only declared a few parts.
Cool. Does anybody have anything to say to him, or are we just following him? Oh my
I'm
god, it's kind of
calculating all of this real quick.
So the way that this is going to work, by the time you've arrived, he's almost ready to cancel the production, because like no one's showing up, and the ones who do are not actors. It's just like desperate people who don't mind risking death for a little coin.
Oh, that's us.
He's like, "Well, if I can't take them with skill, I'll take them desperate. Get up on stage. Let's see what you can do. One at a time now. One at a time."
Okay, I'm gonna go up on stage. What's he want me to do?
So, he basically is interviewing you. You have some options here. You can make you will make a level check modified by your charisma. So you can add a d20 plus your level plus your cha modifier. And in addition to that, if you have perform acting, you can roll that as well and take the better of the two results. So, Akio, is that your roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a success.
Okay.
He's like, "Yes, all right, you'll do, I suppose. We'll find a role for you. All right, next, someone else step up. Let's get this charade over as quickly as possible."
Was it D20 plus 9?
Well,
D20
charisma
plus
and
level
level.
plus charisma. Right?
Yeah, d20 plus level plus charisma.
Charisma modifier, hey?
Correct. Yeah, charisma modifier, not total charisma. That would be wild.
Hold on, I can do that one if you want me to do that one.
No, I do not, in fact, want that.
We could just keep the same roll. It's 23.
Zakana, what armor did you take from the
9 plus 2.
party?
The masterwork. One of the masterwork studded leathers.
Okay,
So it's
with
actually-
that extra...
Oh, did we have 2 masterwork?
Yeah, you guys had a few of them.
Oh, okay.
It's plus 6.
With that extra plus 2, that is actually gonna be enough.
Unless he's only level 2 and has no charisma. It's like it should be like a 15.
Is the jeweled short sword 150 gold? Like, is that how much we can sell it for, or should it be half?
Since that is a
It's-
treasure item, it's full.
Okay.
Do you want to give me What's his face's sheet? Or do you want to just roll his charisma plus level? He's a paladin, so I assume he's gonna make it.
Yeah, just give him a charisma check plus level. He's got a +4 to charisma, I believe. I'm just checking my notes. Okay, so those are both successes. I hear the beeps, but I don't see the roll. Oh, yeah. He's just like, astounding. What's poise? What's grace?
Yeah. Susan actually is not acting. He's just confused why he's there.
Yeah, Susan just like stumbles their way on, and somehow kills it. Somehow just absolutely fucking kills it.
He
Alright.
was told to act like a bumbling idiot, and it was perfect for the role.
I think that actually is one of the roles. That'll be really perfect. Okay, so, we've had Akio try, we've had Zakana try,
Yeah, I
Susan
need to,
try. Acro will care to take the stage in acting.
Oh,
And you also succeed, dear boy.
just
Man, they have like really low standards.
I
Why
mean,
are you guys
yeah.
not doing it?
Acro just has a poker face.
Look,
the
you
entire
see some of the
time.
other people who showed up to this, and it's literally like bums off the street who are like riddled with drug addiction, trying to make some money. And then he's like, all right, well, at least they're not fucking addicted to something.
He knows about.
Except for
This guy-
Susan, who he's just like, oh wow, that one of them's like actually good. Okay, so you guys almost exclusively due to Susan's performance, you do well enough on that to increase your popularity score. Don't worry about what your popularity score is, but basically the overall mechanic, depending on how popular you guys are with this play and as actors, the more fame you'll get at the end.
Okay.
So right now, let me do the quick math to see how much you guys got over.
Okay.
You guys are
And-
currently at a popularity score of 20. And that hits the requisite cap for doing well enough in the interviews. You guys are all going to get a story award of 600 XP. Again, mainly due to Susan, as he's like, oh, well, these 4 actors are actually quite acceptable.
I cannot believe that he just killed that bumbling idiot role.
Yeah, he walked up, you guys were like, oh, that was actually like, I'm convinced.
So
Convinced he's an idiot.
I sold everything that we have besides like the potions,
Mhm.
the Tanglefoot bags because I couldn't find their price, and the magic items.
I'll double
So,
check, but I think it's 50 GP for Tanglefoot.
We all get 750 gold pieces. like
Hey,
personal,
that's not bad.
and we'll have 140 left in the party.
Each Tanglefoot's 50, I just checked.
Okay. So,
So,
I'll just add 100 gold to the party then,
Cool.
and we won't bother splitting that yet.
If you want to sell the Morning Star and breastplate,
Or actually, it should only be 50, not 100.
because I don't think anybody is going to use either
Well-
of those right now.
Yeah, so I need to look at the heavy armor prices.
Full plate's $1,000.
Full plate is a flat 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
I think. That sounds right.
I'm pretty sure.
Full plate. Let me check my category. Oh, full plate is 1,500.
Ooh, that's like expensive.
Half plate is 600.
Yeah, but I mean, if I wanted half plate, I would just use the +1 breastplate,
Yeah, that's fair.
because I can then also have my plus.
Well, hey, if you live, you'll get paid for this play.
Yeah.
And you can just wear the boots of springing as well.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for Susan to be here before we talk about that. I would assume I would get it since he already has full plate. But
Yeah, he already has
Yeah.
a set of full plate.
so I may just use that +1 breastplate and save up for the full plate for next time.
Okay.
And we can sell the app +1 Morning Star.
How much is the full plate again?
1,500.
Yeah, full plate is
Well, I could loan you.
1,500.
I could loan you my gold pieces if you give it back. You know,
I mean, let's see.
no interest, because I usually take like 20% interest.
Right now, my AC is 18. So if it's like that, that becomes 19. That's 20. That becomes 21 AC. I would gain 3 more armor class, which would be pretty nice.
Yeah. Just take it and give it back 750 when you have the money.
Okay. Because I don't really need much else in terms of effect.
Yeah. So Zikana gives Susan the money. Oh, not Susan. Who? Akio?
Acro.
Acro. All right. Okay.
Okay, so I'll buy full plate.
How much money did we get? Sorry, like total.
750.
Yeah. So I just give him all of my share and it should be fine.
Okay. And then that means we can sell the breastplate. And is armor plus 1,000?
Yeah, it's at 1,000 for +1. So it's like
Okay.
it should be like 1,500 for both of them.
Breastplate is 200, so 1,200. And then half is 600. So everyone gets 150, but I'll put 150.
Everything.
Well, I guess I'll hold on the 150 and then I'll pay the 750 all at once.
Word.
Does that sound
Yeah.
fair?
All right.
So everything's +1's actually masterwork too. So it should be 1,350. So we actually get whatever half of that is back.
All right.
Because it's 200 plus the masterwork cost plus the +1.
Oh, you also get the masterwork cost?
Yeah.
So it's 1,200, and the masterwork is 150, so 1,350. Divided by 2 is 675. I'll just put the 675 into the party treasury. How
All right.
about?
And we can just deal with
So
that
he
later.
tells you all to show up at the Nightshade Theater later tonight to meet the casting crew.
Okay. Sure, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So you all equipped with your new gear, richer than you've ever been before.
Hold on. Everyone get an extra 200 because I'm splitting the party treasury again.
Nice.
Grand total is 950 pieces, is what you should have been given.
Well, just repay me 750 when you have the money. It's just easier.
Okay.
All right.
I'm making a note that 750 value.
And my level 4 character has 1,000 gold to spend. Augers.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's so bad, dude. It's like we gave all of our fucking loot away.
Oh, well,
Don't
hold
worry,
up.
there's
There's
more to
also the
come.
Morning Star that I can
Yeah.
tell.
I'm sure it's like one of those things.
All right. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, cool. So, as you all arrive, you arrive at you arrive as the director Robal is kind of just shouting at everyone and like extolling his own virtues. As you arrive, Robal is like, "Audacious, unutterable, incredible! The crowd pauses as I asseverate. They hang upon my every utterance. My every syllable is ambrosia to their jaded souls." Everybody give me a perception check as you look around at the cast that he is talking to.
How much is masterwork for a weapon?
It's an extra 300.
He's still
300?
calculating.
It's 300 even.
300.
All right. So with 17, the first person to you're gonna see a variety of people. I'm actually gonna make them all about the same size here on the map, so that you can see. You have an older opera star, a younger starlet, a stagehand with a prominent hump on his back, and a familiar man who seems irritated, but has very lovely blonde hair. 'Tis of course Thessing, Umbero Uvod.
He's gonna fucking die.
Wait, he's part of the murder play?
Yeah, the one that you guys were going around town defaming and was just like a huge asshole at the stables when you went to talk to him.
Didn't take him for a fighter.
Well,
Oh, he's
here
an
it
actor.
is. So go ahead and just give me a knowledge local check on the group, and you'll see if you can find anything else about them more than what you already know. Okay. So you would definitely know who these people are and a little bit about each of them. So first on the far left, that is Vice Baronetess Delore Almaxa, an arrogant diva who is been on the opera scene for some years and is kind of a waning actress at this point. Likely she is engaging this to kind of bump up her popularity once again, even though it's on the wane. And her role in this play is the role of the chorus and narrator. Next up, next to her, you have Calsenica Nimis, the rising starlet. She is not a trained actress. She's instead like a natural talent that has recently risen to prominence in the city. She had a lot of trouble finding her big break into the acting scene, and it wasn't until this year that she served as an understudy for the Vice Baroness, the one on the far left, in an opera called The Winter of White Roses. And when the older diva was caught in a carriage accident, the younger starlet took over, and much to the diva's annoyance, it was a big, public shakeup. She did amazingly, and everyone knows about her now.
Okay, so she's here because the diva's trying to murder her. Got it.
That's up to you to think about. Next, you see Milik. Milik the Hump is what he goes by. Milik is the stagehand, designer of props and the fix for the play. And finally, Thessing Umbero Urbano, star extraordinaire, who you guys already hate. So, during this first round of introductions here, you guys have about 4 hours before everyone's going home for the night. During a 4-hour period, and you will have more days to spend with these people, during a 4-hour period, you can attempt to influence one of them. If you do, there could be benefits as well as XP as you befriend different members of the cast.
Do we have to agree on one?
I mean, you could multiple of you could try to befriend the same one. You could each try to befriend a different one. That is up to you all.
I am going to befriend the young actress.
All right. So you go up to talk to Calsenica Nimis. And you're disguised as like a blonde right now, right?
No, we're both busty brunettes.
Busty brunettes. Okay. Well, they either way, they as you go up to them, they're like, "Isn't acting just wonderful? It's truly a gift to be able to stand on stage."
Yep, totally.
I knew you'd agree. Thank you.
It's actually, I'm really excited to be working with some of these people.
She's like,
especially Thessing.
I've been cast. Oh yes, Thessing. He's just amazing. I've been cast as Elisandra, who is Larazad, the lead's love interest.
Ooh. I'm assuming that one of us is the lead, or is that Thessing?
No, Thessing is playing the role of Handerthane. He's like the judge in the trial.
Ooh. That's exciting.
I think right now the director is choosing all of your parts. I'm sure he'll let you know soon.
Exciting. I can't wait. Yeah, no, I'm just excited to be working with such storied actors, as Fessing and the Baroness.
Yes, they are both the greats, and I only hope that I can shine as brightly next to them as they shine on the stage themselves.
I'm sure you will one day, or
All
maybe
right.
whenever this is.
Zakana sort of looks over at the hump and tries to find out what he's doing.
Okay. We'll go to that in a second. So basically, as a PC that has befriended Calcenica, Akio, you're going to get a +2 bonus on all skill checks made during the performance. Unless you are cast as Larazad, in which case you get a +4.
Ooh, exciting.
So basically, you can write down that you've reached the friendship benefit of Calcenica. And I'll put her name in the chat, because it is weird to spell. There you go. All right. So you were looking over at Milek the Hump. As with that perception check, you see Milek has a little lizard crawling up his shoulder that he keeps stopping to talk to. And he is just like, "It is okay, Archibald. We will get the work done." It appears that this is his familiar.
So I politely step over and ask the hump, "Is that your friend?"
Oh, yes, this is Archibald. He is truly a wonderful lizard, and I owe him my life. When I was down in the dumps for many long times because of my hump, which I have now embraced, Archibald was always there to help me and provide me with magic.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Yes, Archibald is adorable. What can I do for you? Actors always seem to waste Milek's time.
Well, you're the only one here who doesn't seem to look like everyone else, I guess. So what's the story? Why are you here?
You wish to know Milek's story?
And Archibald's too, of course.
Very well. Milek grew up in distant land. He moved to Westcrown. He moved away from cruel family who tried to throw him out into street because of hump. Yes, this was dark time for Milek, to be sure. But I started to practice wizardry with book I found in dumpster. I summoned familiar, little Archibald. And now, I have found my place in the theater. I work in the tech department for the theater. I am techie, as they say. I am skilled illusionist, and, slightly other skilled wizards, but mainly illusions. Between that and my carpentry and painting skills, I work very well with making the play look realistic and entertaining. This is
that what you're
Milek's
doing?
story. Yes, this is what I am doing right now. I am lifting sandbags to adjust other props.
Oh, you're doing a really good job. Well done.
Thank you.
I too
it.
was an orphan, and my family was killed, so I've been growing up in the streets as well.
Well, so. Yes, that is very sad. Milek weeps for you. He doesn't weep, but he says so. He's like, look, give me a diplomacy check as you're talking to him.
I have no diplomacy. Second.
Or you could also substitute if you have any craft skills. You can make a craft skill as well, because he's a craftsman.
Craft. Well, do I have to have ranks in it?
No, like craft can be untrained. I believe it's just with your wisdom modifier. Yeah, with 17, you start talking shop with him, and he's like, normally I say actors. Don't talk to me about actors. But you strike me as different sort of man. Or woman.
Woman.
I try not to assess people's pronouns on first look. But listen, Zakana. You have made great impression on Milek. And apparently Archibald, he agrees. Tell you what. If need be, and performance turns sour, I will come to your aid with my magics. I do not wish you to die. You are one of the few good actors I have met. Now, if you will excuse Milek, me and Archibald need to go kiss some permanent illusions on that backdrop.
Have a good night.
Alright, good night.
Did he say kiss?
You wish to kiss Milek?
No. I was just.
He
making
turns
sure.
over at
Sure, why
Akio
not?
and he was like, "Look, Milek is I fully am only into men, but I appreciate the interest. Clearly, you are a beautiful young lady, but alas, I must decline."
Can I kiss Archibald then?
Yes, you can kiss Archie. You know what? We are
Kisses
good
the lady.
friends. You may call him Archie.
Oh, Archie, awesome.
All right, you kiss the lizard, and he's like, "Excellent. Milek today has made a friend." All right, you can mark down that you now have the friendship benefit of Milek for Zakana. Acro, what do you want to do? You can talk to one of the same people. You can talk to one of the others. Your call.
Do we know the? Oh, is the benefit of Milik just if there's combat, he'll help? I assume.
Basically,
Not
yeah, he
like a
offered to like
type
use his
bonus.
magic to like if shit goes sour, he'll try
Yeah.
to like help out with that.
Well, I want to become friends with Thessing, actually.
There's that thing. And I will say the director is also an option. You can attempt to influence the director too.
Maybe.
Jacobo. No? What am I saying?
Yeah, I think I'll
Robal
choose
is the director.
Right.
the director instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him my Slayer target, and I'm also gonna cast Focus Scrutiny.
Hell yeah, bro.
So
you can hide sensitivity. Okay. +5 in diplomacy as well. All right. So you go up to Robal Nonin, the infamous director. Yes, what do you want?
Well, I wanted to tell you my strengths and weaknesses as an actor to allow you to properly cast me into a role.
It's not every day that the actors try to persuade me. Usually know that they cannot.
You misunderstand. I am not asking for a role. I just wish to give you enough knowledge to make an informed decision about my role.
Very well. Tell me about yourself. Go ahead.
Well, as you can see, I am a large guy.
I
do
am not
best
blind. I can
in-
indeed see that.
I do best as the muscle kind of character. But I can also give a rousing speech when necessary. But I lack grace, so I do not wish for any outlandish roles that require a lot of motion and poetry.
Very well. I will keep this in mind. I'm going to put you all through your paces tomorrow. The 4 roles that are currently up for grabs are Larazod, one of the 2 starring roles. Then there is, of course, Dentris, a sharp-tongued wizard who has a knack for biting insults and quick wit, and it was almost a father figure to Larazod. There is, of course, Tibane. He is more of the comic relief, a bumbling paladin whose devotion to Eridan is even more comical in this age. And then finally there is Drovalid, who was the torturer who has a change of heart and joins Larazod's side.
Oh, it sounds like 2 of the roles are pretty well set.
We're
Yes.
giving Susan the paladin, right?
Yeah, and I assume I can be the torturer.
Look, I will admit, your friend Susan, I was very impressed. I'm not even sure I will need to make them do the challenges I had in mind to reaffirm my choice. They were just the way they bumbled. A bumbling such that I had never seen before.
It's
It was almost like he wasn't acting.
It's like
Yes, but it must have been
He is.
acting. He did so well. I can only assume that he must have been, he must have studied at one of the finest acting schools this side of the inner sea.
Yep, no, he convinced me that he's a bumbling paladin,
He has convinced me of that as well.
Hmm.
Alright. Well, this has been an interesting chat. Is there anything else you wish to say to me? Come now, speak your mind.
Well,
Um,
I'm looking forward to learning and working under your guidance.
yeah. You know, Olivia's just gonna say, "Oh, I'm just really hoping to get that lead role," and then she's gonna like drop like a scroll, and then like pick it up, but she's gonna push her boobs into like a V shape, use that second view.
He kind of just looks over annoyed. Both of you give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that reroll ability.
Okay, so roll twice. You remember you get that +5 on diplomacy with your. He looks over at Akio and he's
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Please,
already
you think I'm not a
added.
master with the ladies? I once was engaged to a Thuvian princess."
Yeah. Notice that you said once engaged.
Yes,
and
whatever.
also-
We'll see you at the casting call tomorrow morning. Goodbye.
What was it,
But then
32?
he turns back to Akro and he's like, maybe we could get a drink sometime. I quite enjoyed our chat.
Oh yes, I would love to talk with you more.
Excellent. I must go tonight, but I will see you at the casting call tomorrow.
I nod my head.
He shakes your hand. That's one of the most difficult ones to get straight off the bat, but you get the friendship benefit from Robal, the director.
Oh.
So you are going to. He's going to be nicer to you, first of all, is the big thing. But you also get a bonus on skill checks made in the performance.
Just all skill checks?
A morale bonus on all skill checks made in a performance of a play that Robal Nonin directs, which is this play.
Hot dang. Alright.
Hell yeah.
And would Susan just get the director's one as well because the director likes him?
No, stagehand. Oh yeah, actually, Susan. Sorry.
Well, he may
I'll
want
give
to
2 checks.
choose somebody else. Okay, yeah.
I'll say Susan. Yeah, Susan would have, with his earlier acting check, giving him a bonus on this role. Susan would have been able to also get the benefit from Robal's friendship. I'm gonna put that in the Discord chat, just so no one forgets.
Awesome.
Get the.
Cool. So like, how late is it now?
Oh, it's like almost. It's getting. It's not dark because people are scared of the shadow beasts, but it's like about to get dark. So he's like sending everyone home.
Oh yeah, fuck. I guess I should just go home. I was gonna go out drinking and like run his name through the mud for being a dick to me.
Oh, he's my
No,
friend.
you would know that like unless it's like an inn, which have not been very popular. This has not been a popular vacation destination because of all this stuff going on. All the taverns are likely going to be closed.
Yeah, I was, there's always day drinking, which I'm assuming everyone turned to after the Shadow Beasts attacked.
Yeah, after the Fire Nation attacked, for sure.
Yeah, no, okay, cool. I guess we're just going back to home base then.
Yeah, let's head back home, call it a night, and then we got some tests, it sounds like, for the next day.
All right. So as you guys come
Sight.
back in the morning, we're going to go through casting each of the roles. Now, this depends on how into the roles you all want to get, but I have the full transcript of the play with me right now. The first challenge is for all 4 of you to attempt to read Larazad's first soliloquy from the play.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Awesome to have a character of charisma as a Dumpstead in this book.
No, yeah. Some of my skills, thankfully, use my wisdom and not my charisma.
So I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, so it'll be up to you whether you want to attempt to read it or just make the requisite checks. But I'm going to drop in the Roll20 chat. This is the first soliloquy that Larazad has. Larazad being one of the 2 main roles of the play.
Hey, what's
Zikana declines to attempt it.
Okay. Well, in character you probably attempt it, but yeah, you can just like roll for it. So let's go down how the order on the stream layout. Akio, do you want to try it?
Let me read this real quick and make sure that I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. No.
I gotta give the people who wrote book 2 credit. I mean, they like literally wrote in this whole like mini play.
Yeah.
Pretty excellent.
God damn it, dude. I like. Hold on. That's like.
You all right?
I'm gonna just read the Discord chat. It's crazy, man. You know. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll give it a try. Larazod knows no lies. Great magistrate.
Yep, you nailed it.
Yeah. And no slanderer's tongue caresses my dignity.
Nope.
The accusations you speak are as true as Lord Entropy's
Yeah, dude, you're nailing
sword.
it. You got it.
They cleave clean through. Let the witnesses suffer no more lash. To burn their innards with pokers and steal their eyes is simply to waste precious toil better spent in Entropy's service. There is but one point misaligned in this dark constellation. I seek not your death, though the secrets you harbor in your feeble heart deserve a gruesome demise.
Hell yeah. All right, you can either make a perform act check, or you can do the same way you did earlier with the level plus charisma roll.
Do I get the +2 for the for being in the play or no?
From which one?
You didn't befriend them.
From befriending the. Yeah, you see, she's like cheering you on in the audience, so you would be inspired by her, so you get an extra +2. Very good. Next. Remember, though, if you're gonna come to a battle of wits, you best not come unarmed. He like shouts at you. This guy's a dick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flip him off.
You flip him off, and he shrugs as you exit stage.
I assume he's.
So, does Acro? Do you want to attempt to gain the role of Larazod?
I don't necessarily desire the role of Larazod, but if Robal wants everyone to perform, then I will do so.
All right. He's like, if you don't think you're worth it, you can move to the next round.
Yeah, I shake my head. I'm like, I don't deserve to be one of the leads.
He just like shrugs, and he's just like, I'd say you're mediocre, but I'm not even sure you've gotten that far yet. Next! Claps over for, Susie. He's like, you, Susan, you're going to be Tabane. He's like, alright. So Tabane is cast as the bumbling, so he's cast as Tabane. If someone wants to drop that in the chat real quick. Well, I get the next already. So, Zakana, though, do you want to apply for the lead role as well for Larazod?
Zikana's frozen with fear on the thought of like having to read a script on stage, and she doesn't hear that she doesn't have to. So she just walks forward and takes the script, even though she's just paralyzed with fear. She goes like, Larazod knows no lies, great magistrate, and no slanderous tongue caresses my dignity. The accusations you speak are as false true as Lord Entropy's sword. They cleave, and she runs away.
He's just like pinching the brow of his nose, the ridge of his nose, and he's just like, All right. Look, inept, inefficient, and incapable would not even begin to describe your mediocrity. All right. I suppose we'll have a woman play Larazard. Accio, the part is yours.
Actually, I can be a human male if you want me to. Do I need to? Hold on. And then I'm gonna go backstage so we're like there's a changing room.
All right.
then-
Yeah, you can change and come back out.
And then I'm gonna come back out as a tall, broody man. You know,
Oh.
think like Bruce Wayne.
Well then. If only you could be that impressive in your acting.
I'm gonna flip him off again.
Okay. All right. So we have 2 roles cast. Accio, you're going to be Larazad. Next, Susan is going to be Tibane, which means the remaining roles are Dentris and Drovalid. Alright, next we will cast the role of Drovalid the Torturer. Alright, stand here. Milek, ready the bucket. The bucket is ready. It was already, you didn't need to shout, Robal. It was already, shut up, Milek. Alright, so for this task, if you would like to apply for it, Milek is going to throw a metal bucket filled with, like, rocks off of a rope, to try and hit you. You are going to have to try and dodge the bucket with either reflex or just take it with your AC.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to do that.
Yeah, I'll be down as well.
Alright, let's get Acro up first. You want to try to, like, dodge it, or are you just, like, gonna try to fucking take this bucket?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take the bucket. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it right to the face.
You don't have to roll. He's rolling an attack roll with a bucket.
Yeah, 21 AC.
You just smack the bucket out of the way with the back of your forearm. And as it, like, kind of, like, settles to a stop with its pendular motion, Milek is like,
Well, is this with armor?
yeah, you can wear armor.
Okay.
They let you wear armor and shit under your costume. Basically, they are going to enchant your guys' whatever outfit you're wearing. Milek is going to enchant it to look like the costume.
Okay, then yeah, it's 20.
He's just out there in full plate.
He just smacks it away, and Robal is like, yes, impressive. You, like, lock eyes with Milek, and Milek just, like, nods and is like, yes, you did well to stop Milek's bucket. I procured the heaviest rocks that I could find, and that would also fit into said bucket.
Is he proficient in bucket?
Never you mind what Milek is proficient with. Hey, do you want to also try for that one, Zakana?
Yeah.
Alright, so you can attempt to either take it or dodge out of the way. And if you do that one,
Obviously
basically it's
dodging.
going to be like a reflex save versus him trying to hit you. It's a weird little side
Reflex.
mechanic they added. So go ahead and make a reflex save. I just threw my dice on the ground. You
Wings at me like while I
jump
dodge.
out of the way. I'm gonna do some math here to see who cleared it by the most.
I wink at me like while I dodge.
You dodge out of the way, but the amount that he rolled on the dice to hit you is closer to the gap of your reflex save than it was between the first hit and the AC. So, Acro, Robal is going to cast you as Drovalid the Torturer. And
Did you include the high ground bonus for the bucket?
I did include the high ground bonus for the bucket, actually, yes.
That's how bad is it throwing buckets?
Milek is like, careful, I throw you off rope next.
I love his Russian accent.
Thank you. Alright. Wait, no, Robal. He's like, alright, that means you there, Zakana, you can be Dentris, the sharp-tongued wizard. Well, now that you all have your requisite roles, we will be able to try and... start rehearsing. Alright, so, based on your checks in those things, You guys exceeded a few DCs by well enough that you're going to get some XP awards. The party is going to get another 1,800 each.
Whoa. Alright.
And your popularity score has gone up from a 20 to a 24. Again, the higher the popularity you get by the end of this performance, and also like the days leading up to the performance, you will be able to get more fame points. All right, so now that we have all our roles for the play, I think that's a good point for a 5-minute break right here. Just gonna go grab a snack because I didn't before we started because I got all flustered with the baby. But for everyone watching, feel free to stick around for an ad break. We appreciate you supporting the stream, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. take the stream off mute here. Get our BRB screen away. Alright. So do you have any questions about the plays or any of the weird mechanics that we've introduced this session yet?
No, not so far. I mean, my main question and concern is me being the lead gonna put me in places where I'm going to have to like melee stuff is gonna happen and I'm gonna have to react? Because I feel like that's probably the case, and that's how Akia is gonna die. You know?
I mean, I guess we'll just have
act
to wait and see.
very well.
Yeah. We'll see.
This is your
Hopefully
fault
my
for playing a charisma class.
yeah. They really said, hey, the person that wrote the book was like, hey, do you guys want to kill a couple bards?
Yo, how can we fuck with bards? The absolute hardest.
Murder place.
Oh, this is definitely written by some. Whoever wrote this as a DM was for sure screwed over by bards in a past game.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. Oh, good. Actually, now that it breaks over, I had time to get my costume shirt on. Living my life. All right. So since you guys all have roles, we go into what is now the rehearsal schedule. Robal would explain to you guys that the performance for the mayor at the Nightshade Theater is scheduled to occur in 1 week, leaving you only 7 days to get to know their parts. The night before the performance, the group is scheduled to do a public dress rehearsal at the Limehouse Theater, where he first recruited you all. The dress rehearsal will exclude the actual on-stage combats and trials, instead being the shorter, like, false version of the play. Just to make sure everyone knows their role, not to make sure they're in danger of their lives. He also tells you that he is hiring a few quote-unquote specialists that the mayor recommended to him to help bring the dangerous elements to life in the play. So, we basically have a schedule of 7 days. And I'll tell you what we're going to do it on the first day. So day 1, you guys get your parts, which you just did. You're going to spend much of the remaining day getting fitted for costumes, which is a mix of, like, illusion spells, practical makeup, like, special effects makeup, too, to give you guys, like, higher cheekbones, stuff like that. Robal, at this point, would what you guys have already told you guys, but he is encouraging you to go get all your favorite gear, armor, and weapons that you want, saying that you'll need all the help you can get just to survive the spectacle. Most of the delicate stitching and costume work is all done by Milek. So, since that is going to take the first 4 hours of the rehearsal day, everyone who has not yet befriended Milek, everyone but Sakana, can try to befriend him as well. And who wouldn't want to? Milek's the bomb. So let's start with Akia. Akia, what do you look like the same male person you turned into for the Larazad role?
Yeah.
All right. Milek is like delicately stitching up some gold thread on Larazad's like cool little vest that's gonna go over your armor. He's like, please hold still. Delicate. This is a delicate matter. You have to get the crocheting stitch just right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna say, well, it's like, as he's doing this, I'm gonna, politely say that this is like a facade, and I'm actually about like a foot shorter, and that he's just interacting with an illusion.
I had not suspected, which is quite embarrassing, because I am in fact master of illusions.
It's okay. I'm really good at changing what I look like. You wanna see a cool parlor trick?
I would prefer not, because I am currently sizing you for costume.
Okay.
It is a shame, because maybe like say you are quite attractive. Quite attractive man.
Yeah, I'm actually a woman.
Ah, well. That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
I understand. I definitely do not look what I look like.
I admit, I was a little confused. It did confuse me, like, for a brief moment.
I'm really good. I'm a method actor. I'm in character.
Actors somewhat distress me, like, you know, they are never quite as down to earth as you want them to be. Take that blonde, bumbling idiot over there. He points over
Yeah, I
at
fucking
Thessing,
hate
who's
Susan.
just, like,
Oh,
running lines by himself.
okay, cool. Ignore the thing I just said about Susan then. Yeah, no, I fucking hate Thessing.
Look, I think we all hate Thessing. He has not earned Milek's favor. No, not one iota.
If you want to, have you heard about? I'm gonna let you on a little secret. Have you heard about how his reputation's been tanking a little bit recently?
Yes, I heard he's been getting drunk all over town. It is quite amusing.
Yeah, you know how I just told you that I can change what I look like, right?
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, yes, this is very good, very good. I'm glad to know a fellow illusionist. This is quite good news. Give me a diplomacy check to befriend him. I'm gonna say you get a +3 bonus on that.
Oh, dude, my fucking character sheet just keeps doing this shit. Hold on, I gotta relaunch Roll20.
You're good. While you're getting that one ready, we can retroactively do the roll. But next you would be helping Acro, who is the torturer now in the play, helping Acro with their costume. And he is like, look,
I'm gonna make him my Slayer target.
okay, you like look him up and down, he's like,
Yeah, as he's doing it, you know, it's pretty casual.
yeah, he's just like, you're looking Milek up and down very closely. You interested in Milek?
I just thought you're very good at costume making.
Flattery will get you everywhere, young Acro. Everywhere. Akio, he is somewhat impressed, but it's not quite enough to get his friendship bonus.
Does a 10 work?
No,
Or no?
even with the +3 to bring it up to a 10, it's still not quite enough.
Yeah, it's a shame.
He is like, now I will have to make your hands look rather bloody, make you look like scary torturer, etc., etc. Be careful though, you know, you block that bucket, but in real show it will look like flying monster. Clever illusion work on my part.
Okay, I just nod, being like, why can't I just knock the monster away? That's what I'm thinking.
He's like, you will do what the script calls for. I don't mess with the script. That is Robal's thing. Are you trying to? What else do you want to say to him? Are you trying to befriend this absolute gentleman that is Milek?
I'll try to befriend him. I'll ask where did you learn your illusion magic for costuming?
Oh, I found spellbook in dumpster. After a few days, I was able to make an arcane bond with Archibald. Here, he like holds up a little like piece of like a little kibble treat for Archibald, and feeds his lizard. Archibald is my familiar. Without him, I could not cast my many illusion spells.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, truly, Milek started from the bottom, but now I am here in this theater.
Okay, Drake.
Who is that? Do you mean like a less intelligent dragon? A drake?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought that is what you meant. What else could you have meant? Of course. He's like, I appreciate you taking an interest in Milek's life. Thank you for that. Not everyone addresses the techie with such kind words. Give me a diplomacy check, Acro. See if you can get the friendship benefit for
Alright.
our lovely friend Milek here.
I'm gonna reroll twice with it.
Alright. You know what? You strike me as good men. Sometimes when I am on stage, I am fully invisible. But if something should go wrong, maybe I do some magics while people can't see me, make it look like you are fighting off monsters when in fact you probably would have died. It is murder play.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks for your hard work.
And worst comes to worst, I will just lift you up. Milek has been hitting the gym lately. I don't know if you can see, but even my hump has humps of muscle.
Impressive.
Yeah, he flexes. He's like, yes, it's quite impressive. Now
I
hold
flex
still,
back.
I must finish this over-under stitch. It's very finicky work.
He flexes his fucking hunchback.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, he flexes the shit out of it.
He
It's
never
also
skips.
like weirdly perfectly glistening because he's been like, moving props around. So it's like just the right amount of sweaty.
Oh man. God, if only I wasn't a woman.
He was like, yes, Milek does not like, as they say, the fairer sex. Although, as Milek would be happy to tell everyone, gender is spectrum. Let's be respectful here. Alright, I must go prepare fake buckets of blood. Alright, and last but not least, no, Zakana already befriended him, so I'm gonna give Susan a check, as he, like, is fitting Susan with, like, even more, like, over-the-top, ostentatious armor for, like, the bumbling paladin role. And I'm just gonna give Susan a flat check. I don't want him to come back and not have any bonuses. Susan largely impresses Milek, so I'll drop that info in the chat.
Wait, you're telling me that the paladin had a good diplomacy check? That's crazy.
It's true. Susan somehow very good at diplomacy. The director and Milek. Okay, so that was the first half of day 1 in our 7-day schedule. Bum. So you have the makeup, you did that. Alright. So... Is not quite... He's letting you guys run lines for the rest of the day, so you actually have... It's presumed you're spending most of the day running lines, but each of you will have one more influence period to try to talk to the other actors. So you get another 4-hour bonus to talk to the other actors and try to influence them. So let's go reverse down the line again. Reverse this time. Zakana, who would you like to try to influence? Or you don't even have to. You could just try to, practice your lines.
Who are the 4 characters again?
Okay, so... Well, it's 5 if you count Robal. So you have Robal, who is the director. You have Milek the Hump. You have Kalsenica, who is the younger woman. She's the rising starlet. You have Thessing, the dickhead actor we all hate. And you have Owl Moxa, who is the old arrogant diva, the one on the left.
Yeah, I'll go to the old arrogant diva, Owl Moxa.
Hello, darling. I must say, they say my talent is matched only by my beauty, and possibly my temper. She laughs, but she's not kidding.
Yeah, I really appreciate someone who has lots of experience in the field. I was hoping you could give me some pointers.
Oh, that's so charming of you. Yes, well, I'll be playing the chorus and the narrator. Oh, yeah, just practicing here. And, well, something I would say for the regular opera is try to be larger than life, darling. You want to stand out on the stage. Of course, this opera you're going to be much more in the way of many deadly tasks than I will, so my other suggestion would be don't get maimed, I suppose? Yes, that'll be a good suggestion.
That's really helpful. Thank you so much.
Of course! I'm glad you sought me out for advice and not that upstart over there. She, points at the other woman.
No, she doesn't look quite as nearly as experienced as you are.
Thank you. That's just very sweet of you to say. Give me a diplomacy check as you try to befriend her.
So sad. Give me a second. Diplomacy. What do you know?
That is not quite enough to do it, unfortunately. Actually, with the amount of flattery you gave her, you're gonna get a +2 bonus for trying to flatter her, so that will do it, getting a 17. She's like,
okay, thank you.
Zakana, you stick with me, darling, and we'll run this town together, okay? You name drop me whenever you want, and I'm sure to help you get what you need. So you are, now that you've secured the diva's help, you are allowed to name drop her once per day when purchasing anything in West Crown worth a minimum of 100 gold pieces. If you name drop her, you get a 20% discount on the price.
Awesome. Do you mind putting her name down in the chat so I can actually pronounce it?
Yes. Aulamoxa. One sec.
Olamoxa.
Paste that in.
And I can name drop it once a day and get discounts.
Yeah, 20% discount on the price. Minimum purchasing 100 price. So it has to be an object worth at least 100 to start with.
Awesome.
All right.
Max.
Bringing it back to Acro. Acro, do you want to influence anyone, or do you just want to practice your lines? I would say if you choose to practice your lines, you'll get like a bonus on reciting them later during the rest of the days.
Yeah, I think right now I'll practice the lines.
Okay. So go ahead and make that like a charisma check again with the level bonus as well. And if you succeed, that'll be an extra +1 to that roll next time.
Do I add a bonus for the Revolve friendship or no?
Not his. So his bonus is if you're like performing for him basically, and like during the actual performance itself. So not yet.
Okay, so I could do like the level check or perform acting.
Yeah, if you perform acting, that works as well.
I have perform oratory.
That unfortunately does not work.
Okay. Then
but
gonna do the level check one.
Yes, basically you can just hit the charisma button and then add your level to it. That is going to be a success. So next time you have another +1 as you are growing your skills as an actor.
+1 to what?
The same type of check you just made, like these charisma level checks. It's basically like the check they added to the book for people who don't have profession acting or perform acting or whatever. That is going to be Akio. Do you want to work on your lines, or do you want to work on influencing somebody?
You know, Akio is very confident that she's just going to go out there and kill it. She doesn't need to practice, because and there's something that every great person, like the best people at things, they constantly say, "I never practice." I just go out there and perform.
Okay,
so,
fair enough.
She's definitely just gonna go so how does the influence work? Can I like befriend somebody more than once, or is it just like a flat like one and done thing?
It's just like a one and done thing, but depending on what friendships you have, it might affect the other friendships.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good information. Yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out with the stagehand again.
Okay. You hang out with Milak, just Jay chilling with him.
Yeah.
He lets you play with Archibald for a bit.
Yeah, I shit talk the Thessing. And actually, because I'm not getting fitted right now, I'm gonna like step around a corner, and then I'm gonna come back out as Milik.
Are you doing it like okay? You got a nat 20 in the disguise check. Are you doing this to like go up to Milak? Where are you going with this?
Oh no! I'm just I was just showing in my parlor trick.
Oh, this is quite impressive. But can you talk like Milak? That is true test.
Nah, not at all.
Okay, that is something we must work on together. We'll get there, It is okay. Milak forgives you for this lapse in skills.
It's, thank you for being, so forgiving.
Thank you for being Milak's friend.
Thank you for being Milik's friend.
Oh, we'll get there. Alright, so that is all we can do during the first day. Let's move on to our second day of the play schedule. So at this point, people are kind of starting to come in and like help like get everything going. They're setting up the stage. I'm gonna get some other ambient sounds up in here. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, let that load in. So, day 2. Most of this day is going to consist of you guys learning your lines and the blocking you will need for the play. Mostly Robal is working with Milak to get the lighting and other effects under control. You guys could talk more with your. Oh yeah, sorry, Aki, you didn't roll to befriend him. I thought you were already friends with me, like for some reason. Make your roll.
Yeah.
I
I did a really convincing thing earlier, and then I rolled a 7.
That's what I was thinking. You did such a good job. Honestly, it convinced me like out of character. All right, that time with the bonuses you got last time with the +3, he does befriend you. So you get Neelix bonus as well. He's the easiest one to befriend, but he's just the coolest. I love him.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's literally a Hunchback of Notre Dame, but buff.
Oh yeah, but if the Hunchback was just fucking shredded.
And magical.
And magic. And if the Hunchback was a wizard.
And he was actually, if he was Rapunzel from Tangled because of the gecko.
I've not seen it.
You never seen Tangled?
No.
It's my favorite modern Disney movie.
Dude, Tangled honestly fucking slaps.
It's so bullshit that never got a fucking a sequel, but Frozen did.
Dude, I really like Tangled.
It was pretty good as well. What are you talking about?
Frozen's good. I think Frozen was better received, but I do like Tangled better. Dude, the I Have a Dream song in Tangled is a fucking bop. I love that song.
I fucking love Disney, dude. I'm not one of those like weird Disney adults, but I like Disney movies.
Yeah, I mean, I worked with a weird Disney adult who had like a Stitch tattoo.
Lilo and Stitch, good movie though. Okay, so during this day, if you guys want, you can also attempt. This one's gonna be more working with the actors, except for the older diva who is not here. It's basically just be a chance to work with Calcenica or Thessing, as they are running lines with you guys right now.
I guess I'll work with Thessing. He has no idea who I am though. So
yeah, so basically you can either work with one of them, or again you can try and practice your lines to get another +1.
Oh no, fuck Thessing. I'm gonna roll to increase my lines.
Okay. So go ahead and make the same like level plus charisma check. Yeah, that's a success. You get an extra +1 on that check next time.
Do you guys type in like Roll20 or what?
Yeah, they've just been doing like the /R 1d20.
I will also practice my lines. That's not right.
I see what you were going for.
19, or do I reroll?
No, that's fine. You can take those 2 rolls. It would have been a 19 + 3 and a 8 + 3.
Well, no. I mean, the 8 doesn't count though, right? Because it's only one time for practice right now.
Oh yeah, this is one for practice. So you're practicing your lines. I mean,
I don't get to reroll this.
That would do it. The 19 + 3.
Okay.
So you get an extra +1.
I assume I'm able to add that previous success to this check as well, right?
Yeah, it's cumulative.
Okay.
So now you have an extra +2 on the
Okay.
makeshift acting stuff.
I wanted to make sure I was doing that right.
Was 14 enough?
So, Zakana, did you want to talk to Thessing or Calcenica, or would you like to just work on lines?
Yeah, I just rolled for lines.
Oh, you rolled for lines? That one is not going to be a success, unfortunately.
Man.
So that would bring us into day 3. Day 3, Robal starts doing full dry runs of the entire play throughout the day. Robal is going to spend a lot of his time with Calcenica and the PC who is playing Larazad. But the other NPCs should be available for PCs to interact with. After the full day, this is going to be our first chance to increase your standing with Robal in terms of acting. The better you guys get at acting, the more your popularity will go up. So everyone is going to take a turn here to make one of those perform checks. And if they do a certain amount, the popularity of the party will increase as the various like stage hands and other people see you act. So is there any talking with people that they want to do, or would you like to roll for your end of the day performance?
So do I, while I'm working with Calcenica and the dickhead director, is he giving like meaningful tips, or is he just being a dick?
Oh, he's just yelling at you, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to be friends with him.
He's just like, no. Oh, regret we had the misfortune to meet.
I mean, we could all just, you know, we don't have to do the play.
Oh, sure,
like-
you'd want to not do the play. Of course.
Yeah, no, I'm being like serious with you. You know, like I understand what you're doing. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, man. You can't just be aggressive all the time. Like there's times when you need to yell at people like this, but you can't just, you know.
He rolls his eyes.
Scream.
He's like, from the top.
You try and help people, and then you know. Something tells me that somebody was watching Kitchen or Hell's Kitchen when they wrote this fucking AP.
Fair. Fair enough. All right. Cool. So, do you want to try to influence him though? You can try to make a diplomacy check there if you'd like to convince him.
Yeah, sure. Stop being a dickhead.
He's not impressed.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But you, Cal Seneca seems to be a little bit nicer to you. She's like, hey, thank you. Thanks for standing up to him. That was really brave of you.
Yeah. No problem. You know, I gotta stand up for my co-lead.
Thanks. You're really cool.
Yeah, no problem. You know, it's great. Us busty brunettes gotta stick together, you know?
Yeah, well, I
She
mean, you
says
kind
it.
of look like a guy right now, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand. But underneath.
Underneath, I guess we're just both busty brunettes, as you put it. She like
Do you
kind of
still look at me?
frowns.
What do you
Zakana and Acro, do you guys want to talk to anyone during this time, or would you just like to? We can do your acting checks at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll try again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again as well.
All right, so you're trying to up your acting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you guys both give that a whirl, and then at the end of the day, all of us are gonna make checks. So you just have to make. Let's see. When you type it, Zakana, make sure it's /r space. I'll put it in quotes. 20 plus. And just the 1 is whatever number you would roll.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. Here's how it'll go. Yeah, you got it. You're good. Okay, you guys both succeed. That's an extra +1 on your acting checks. At the end of the day, I'll roll 1 for our missing paladin right now, just to make sure you guys aren't missing out on any potential popularity points.
Hey, he has a title. It's Susan the Bumbling.
Susan the Bumbling coming through. I mean, hey, he nailed that acting check more than the rest of you. He's the only reason you guys got XP for that opening day. All right, Akio. You do so bad, the crew, like, starts to laugh, and Robal just screams at you. That is going to be -1 popularity point on an @1.
Is our popularity separate or the same?
We are a team.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's something I wish you luck with. Our kid's making a mess, apparently.
Oh no! Like how bad?
That's gonna be a fail. But Acro, do you want to do your check next?
Is our popularity like a group popularity?
It
or
is a group
individual
popularity, yes.
Okay,
So
we're
as
at
a group right
23
now, you have
then.
23.
You have failed us.
1 point from.
Oh, hey, with that practice you've been doing with your lines,
Oh,
that
and-
is most def
okay.
gonna be enough.
Uh,
And
that doesn't include a bonus for like the revolt friendship, so I don't know if that like factors in bonus.
those are for
popularity.
skill checks. So there's gonna be skill checks you guys have to
Oh,
make
okay.
in the play. I don't think apply. I mean, you already succeeded anyway.
I didn't know if it also like counted for the acting checks, like for
I don't
revolt.
believe it does, but either way, the
Okay.
acting check did great, so you passed that. Zakana does not pass, but does not do well or badly enough to lose any points. So you guys are back to 25.
Ooh, we gained 2 or 1.
Yeah, you gain 2 on a success. And then failure is usually no loss, but a nat 1 is a -1. Susan, on the other hand, gets a nat 20, so that's actually going to be a +3 on that check, as Susan once again just steals the stage. You guys up to 28 popularity.
Natural actor.
Just a truly natural actor.
You could not convince me that he is pretending to be a bumbling paladin. He just
With that is going to be the end of day 3 of play rehearsals. Day 4 is very similar to day 3, but as you guys go out for like lunch breaks or like relaxing in the evening, apart from the performances, you begin to feel the hype build in the city. There's like town criers like, see the legendary skills of, like, and they name all of you, of Akio and Akros, Akata and Susan. See them on the stage. They've played to royalty in the 10 different kingdoms. As you guys go around, people begin to recognize you, and a few of them start pestering you to do a short preview performance. Now, you guys could either do diplomacy to talk the crowd out of it, but that wouldn't really do you much good. They just would stop bothering you. You could do one of the performance checks, or if you guys want, you could try to use your fame points and make a fame check.
What do we think we should do, guys?
A fame check to do what?
Basically, like, perform and just generally be, like, celebrities in town. Success on one of these checks will help your popularity.
Fame sounds good.
And the more successes from your guys' roles, the more popularity.
Because we've got more fame than I guess the average person going through the story would, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
You guys have a
three.
+3 on fame right now. So
Yeah,
if you guys all want to do
totally
fame, it's a D20 +3 currently. And I'll roll one for Susan as well.
Is that what we want to do?
If that is, you guys can also try perform. Up to you. Basically, I will say it's like
'cause
the DCs are different. You know, like one is a lower
Yeah.
bonus, but the DCs aren't the same for fame and acting. All right, so Akio, that is not going to be a success. Zakana, what do you want to roll?
I'm gonna go fame because fame's DC is probably lower as well. I'm
Okay.
guessing, so.
Go for the fame roll.
3, hey?
Yeah, +3. It's also a failure. Acro?
Acro doesn't want to be famous, but he'll do it for the sake of the party.
Acro, like, smashes it. You know, he doesn't like doing it, but he's playing the role of a celebrity pretty good. And Susan is going to get barely a success as well. So you guys give a decent, like, preview performance. You run a few lines. And between Acro and Susan, you're going to get an extra 4 popularity points, which is going to bring you to 34 points.
I have 32 on mine.
It is 32. You're right. I suck at math.
34 works. We'll take 34.
No, it's 32. It's 32. But so that was basically while you're out and about during the day, just like an extra little bonus time to earn popularity points. At the end of the day, you can still make another check to impress Robal. And you would actually, sorry, we skipped the morning as well. The morning you would get a chance to try to, do you guys want to try to befriend anyone or run lines?
Run lines.
Okay, Zakana, give me a check for running lines.
That's 3 as well, I think.
Your skills do not improve, unfortunately, over the course of the morning. Akio, what would you like to do? Run lines or other stuff?
Running lines.
Okay, that is a success over 20. So you get an extra point. And then Acro, you want to run lines or befriend someone?
Oh, I'm going to study Thessing, and I'm also gonna cast Focus Scrutiny,
Ooh,
and I'll
okay.
walk up to him, and
Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
gonna
Hold
say,
on. Wait, can I see Acro walking over to Thessing?
Give me a
"You're
perception check.
practicing."
Well, yeah, you're running lines, so I'm
Shoot.
gonna say if there's gonna be, you can do a perception check, but it's gonna be hard.
Never mind.
No,
Fuck.
you don't see it.
I was gonna pull him over and have like a Mean Girls moment. We hate him.
I don't want that. He doesn't
Alright.
know you. Don't.
All right, Acro.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want to do?
I wanna walk over to him, and I'm gonna ask. I noticed you're very enthusiastic actor, and I have trouble expressing myself. Could you give me some pointers to improve?
Ooh, he does love being flattered as a good actor. Unfortunately, you are not a hot woman, so that's also a
Well,
penalty.
I never said he was good. I said he was enthusiastic. Let's back that up.
Okay, yeah, let's rewind that. He's like, oh, I suppose I could give you a few tips. You know, smile with your eyes and the such. But, I don't know. I don't think we're on the same level, quite frankly. Go ahead and give me a, not performance check, a fucking diplomacy check.
All right, reroll twice.
Okay?
This ability is so good when there's like nothing to do between days.
Yeah, for real. Holy shit. When you don't have to save it for the whole day, like you only need to make a couple checks. That's an insane skill.
Yeah, it's 3 times a day, so
Alright,
it's like I only
so-
interact with these guys twice.
So you get the penalty from not being an attractive female, but you also
Oh, no.
were at least mildly flattering. Because you rolled with advantage, that 20 is gonna be enough.
Oof.
He is just like, well, you know, perhaps we can work this out. I can give you a few tips. I am, after all, the great Thessing Umbero. But, yes, you know, you drop my name around town, and it will be beneficial for you. So basically, if you drop his name around town, as long as you have been seen with him in the same day,
I'm back, yo.
you get a +4 bonus on diplomacy checks. Sorry, I just talked over somebody. Who's back?
Justin.
Oh, Justin's back. Hey, Justin. I'm glad that all worked out okay.
Yeah. Plot summary up to this point. We got roles in the play. I'm playing the lead, and I'm disguised as a male. Acro is playing somebody that's a torturer. Zakana is my father figure. You are like my bumbling sidekick paladin friend.
I'm comedic relief.
Yeah, so your role... Hold on, let me scroll back up to your role really quick. You are Tibane. You're the comic relief in the play, a bumbling paladin whose devotion to Aridin is even more comical in this day and age, considering Aridin is dead.
Even though I have act as a class skill? What?
Well, you acted so well that he cast you in that role. You're the best one at it. The first day, literally, you guys had to hit a certain threshold of how far each of you got over a certain role to get XP, and you are the only reason they got XP for that day, because you acted so well.
Oh, yeah. And I'll type into the chat the XP and gold, because we did some.
Oh, yeah, drop that in the chat. And then in the Discord chat, I wrote down your current bonuses. So you get there's a benefit to befriending the director, who is this guy over here. Basically, you can get better roles during the play. You are also currently friends with Milik the Hump, who is like the techie and a wizard in the play. And you did...
I've befriended them. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I tried to give you some roles early on so you wouldn't be like behind or anything. You're also got a successful running lines check, so you have an extra +1 on any acting roles you do. Also, because you have perform acting, not only can you use that as a skill, it actually kind of gives you advantage because you can roll the like pseudo acting check. which is charisma plus level. You can roll that and your acting check for the same thing and take the better roll.
Oh, nice. Okay, so hold on. I've got +1 from whatever bonus,
Yeah, practicing lines.
and then bonuses from director and Milek as well. What's
So
are those in there?
Milek's bonus is he's like the one who is he's like the techie of the play. He does like illusion spells to make the play look cool. He told you because you were nice to him and befriended him. He is going to if things go wrong during the murder play, he'll try to like jump in and help you.
Oh, so fringe benefits on it. Got it.
And then for Robal, his friendship benefit during the play, whenever you have to make a skill check, you get a +4 morale bonus.
Oh my! So a total of +5 during the play.
Oh, Rabal's bonus is +4?
Yeah, it's +4.
Oh.
And you guys have been steadily increasing your popularity score. I don't know if you were there for that. I can't remember if you were there for that part. But basically, the higher your popularity score gets during this point in the book, at the end you'll get more fame points based on how popular the play was.
Yeah, and we can use fame points to do stuff. I don't remember.
Yeah, so you guys actually just had your first fame check a minute ago, where you rolled fame checks to like act as celebrities to get ready for the play, and you got some popularity points out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding all of this up. Right. I have a +12 in act right now.
If you have all those people friended and ran your lines, yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right.
But the bonuses for some of the stuff don't actually come into play until
the actual like play.
Right. I didn't expect to need perform act for literally anything until the play. So
hell yeah. Hey, this is part of your life. You're a natural actor here. Thanks for your
I
trait.
was born into it.
You were born for the stage. So lost my place there for a second. You guys got your popularity in town. We are now on. Oh, you guys were about to make your. That was just the total gold they got from like selling various items, like the gear they got in the dungeon.
Yeah, so we sold everything and we split it up, so your share was 950.
All right.
Got it.
So, at the end of you guys are at the end of day 4 of the week of prep. Everyone's gonna make another act check to try to progress how Robal thinks you're ready for the play and also potentially your popularity. So let's just go left to right on the stream layout. Akio, you can make your like the charisma one, your like modified check. Robal is just like, you son of a harpy! This is terrible! You do not get any popularity points. Alright, next up.
At least it's not a net one.
Yeah, at least it's not a nat one. You didn't lose any. I've seen better performances out of dead Lamia Snake Woman who washed up on the shore of Absalom. You also gain no popularity. Susan, so you have the benefit of being able to make a charisma plus your level check on a d20 and making the perform act check. And then you get to choose the better result. Acro just starts crying. Okay, so with the +1, that's 15. And do you want to roll the other one as well? Oh, sorry. Got the burpees.
Oh no, that includes the +1 already, so it's still 14.
Okay, so still 14. Do you want to keep that roll? But you also get to make the other one as well.
I'm typing it in right now.
Oh, okay, good. You good.
Total character level, right? So 6.
Yep. So your total character level, and then also you get an extra +1 on it from your training. But
So
12 and 14 are both not enough. As he just also Susan, I think you actually befriended him, so he's like, you know what? We'll try it again later. You're okay. Zakana, last chance to earn some popularity points for today. All right, Zakana making today's check exactly. You guys get an extra +2 popularity, bringing you to 34. All right. That brings us to day 5. At this point, the play is running pretty smoothly. You guys are going to make those same daily act checks at the end of the day to hopefully bump your popularity up a little bit. And you guys are actually going to do this twice. So the first one is just a regular one, and then he's going to point out problem areas in your acting. You have to do it again. So let's go reverse order this time. Zakana, you can make your initial acting check.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That is unfortunately not enough, and as he unleashes just a stream of obscenities, he's like, here's what you need to do. You're too shy. You need to do this, this, and this. He's just like listing out points on how to like position your body, make sure your blocking is facing the audience, never talk away from a scene, etc., etc. You're going to make another check, but this one is harder. Oh, baby, you take all his advice perfectly to heart. You get a permanent extra +2 on your perform rolls. So from now on, you'll be rolling with a +5 instead of a +3.
Yep.
He's like, well, for once, someone listens to me, and look what happens. You think my yelling's for show? No, I bring the best out of you, just shite actors.
Of course, he claims all the credit.
Oh yeah, of course he does. Dude, this is Robal Nonan, famed director. All right, that's gonna bring us to Susan. You're gonna make your initial check for popularity.
I can do both still, right?
You can still do both. You can do both for both of these situations.
So that includes the +1.
All right, so that is already a success on the first thing. So you're gonna bump up the popularity. Yep. And then the second time around, he's like, you know what? You're doing very well. I truly believe this bumbling paladin persona you've got going on. But what I would like you to do is be slightly more emotive around the mouth and pronunciate a bit more. You can make both of those rolls again.
Do you see these tusks? It's hard to talk around these.
Yes, well, it's hard to, walk down the street without women throwing themselves at my feet, but I manage. Alright, we got a 13. Oh, and another nat 20. Fuck yeah, dude. You guys are killing these. Alright, so that means this one is not about popularity. You got 2 from the first thing you did, so you guys are at 36. But because you got a success on the harder one, you also get a +2 on your acting rolls for the whole play. Alright, that brings us to Acro.
We're at 36 popularity?
You're at 36. And Acro, you befriended Robal already, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Robal is just like, alright, Acro, you got this, come on. And you're doing very well, so that's another 2 popularity. You guys are at 38. And he's like, look, the only problem areas I would say is you have a tendency to look down when you're thinking about the lines too much, and it doesn't draw me into the scene, as it were. Why don't you try one more time for me, please?
Does passing this do...
this one isn't about the popularity. This is the one that gives you an extra +2 on all the rest of your acting checks.
Okay, so I should still only have like a +3 to acting check, basically.
Well, you rolled with a +5 this time.
Well, that's because of the level and.
Yeah, it stays the same. That was for popularity.
Yeah.
Now you're rolling.
This stays the same.
Wait, it was popularity?
So basically, what happened with this is the first roll was what you normally roll because you don't have perform act. So you rolled this, which upped your popularity because you got a success, and now you're gonna roll the exact same thing again.
Okay.
And then if that succeeds, you get an extra +2 in the future. Acro, we're friends. You know, I want to get a drink at some point, but I think you need to shuffle off the stage and run those lines again. If it isn't my leading person. Come on, let's go.
Lady, the leading lady.
All right, leading lady. Well, you're a man in the play, so it confuses me. I'm an older gentleman. I just don't understand these things.
It's not very hard to confuse you.
All right, well, that was actually not terrible. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. So you guys get another +2. You're up to 40 popularity. You guys are actually doing very well in the popularity checks.
Yeah, I'm a rather popular person.
He's like, what you need to do is, you've got that illusory body. Use it for your advantage. Let me see you flex some muscles. Have a larger-than-life stage presence. Go ahead and give me the second check with his criticisms. And you do even better than the first one. That is a success. You get an extra +2 now.
Yeah, I have no respect for you. I don't feel like you do a good job as a person or a director, but that was some good advice for once.
He's like, you don't like me, but you're getting to be a better actor. All right.
In spite of you, not because of you.
Whatever works. All right, that's break time for today. All right, so that's the end of that day, which brings us to day 6. If you all recall, this is your dress rehearsal, the last chance to run through the play before tomorrow, the main event at Nightshade Theater. Ooh, excuse me. The way this is going to work. You guys are going to get to make a popularity check, which is he sends you guys out on the town to make a perform acting check or the charisma check to try to drum up your popularity. And then once you are... Wait, hold on, sorry. I think I misread that. All right, no, yeah. So you get one chance to provoke popularity, and then you're going to go to the dress rehearsal, with which he has just paid a couple silver pieces to all the most angry, heckling people he could fucking find in the neighborhood. And that's okay, I can't worry about it. So, let's start off with our checks around town. Let's go with Akio first. And this is just your regular acting check with all your insane bonuses you have now. Ooh, even with your bonuses, that was fucking close, but you do get an extra 2 popularity. And then we'll do a roll for Acro. Acro had a +5. Does someone want to do a d20 +5 for me real quick?
+7, right? He succeeded the second time or no?
He did not succeed the second time.
He did not. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that
Everybody
is not
else.
one. So you guys don't get any more. Next up is Susan. Again, you can do your double roll thing. Being the only actor in this fucking band of people. Yeah, that is going to be a success. You guys are up to 44 popularity. Doing really good on that mechanic. And Zakana, go ahead and do one last popularity check. And that is not going to be a success. So, that brings us to this. As you guys see the crowd, you see there's literally a person outside selling props to throw at you guys. Like, weevil-infested flour, overripe tomatoes, cabbages, etc., etc. We are going to do one last round of rolls before we get to tomorrow and the big performance. Everybody, before they make their check, is going to roll a flat d20, and that is going to affect something from the heckling crowd. So, let's mix up the order. We've been kind of going in the same similar orders for a bit here. Susan, why don't you go first? Give me a flat d20. It's a 16. As you take the stage to deliver this, like, lovely soliloquy, like, it's really funny. It's, like, the comedic relief portion of the play. A member of the audience brings in a full donkey. And is like, why don't we put this ass in place of the ass on stage? Everyone starts laughing.
I immediately deliver the soliloquy to the donkey. The donkey
you lock
is
eyes
my
with it.
Romeo.
You lock eyes with the donkey. For you, there is no one in the world but you and this ass. You are going to make the rolls, but it's a -2 penalty. As they are mocking you.
-2? That's nonsense.
Although of all the people to get -2, might as well be the guy who gets to fucking roll twice. Alright, we got a 16. What's the other one? Yeah, you for sure succeed. And the man who brought the donkey's like, if my ass could talk, it would be... He leaves the donkey
It would look like this.
Okay, so you absolutely smashed that. Let's go random order. Let's go Zakana. Zakana, throw it down. All right, so you get the 11. A bunch of people just stand up and they're just like, boo, boo, you suck. This is the worst version of the play. Your next check gets a -4 penalty, and they convince enough people to leave that as a group, y'all's popularity grows down by 5 points.
Holy shit!
So you guys are back at 39.
What was
Oh
that
my
guy's
gosh,
name?
sorry guys.
Can I knowledge local that guy?
The group of people who stood up to heckle.
No, just the ringleader.
The ring. Okay, sure. Give me a knowledge local check.
Just a quiet assassination attempt.
Okay. The two of you recognize that this is Duncan Fimblethorn. He is a local tanner. He makes like various tanned leather goods, especially saddles. And he has a shop about 4 blocks from the Limehouse Theater where you guys currently are. Or that's where his shop is, yeah. Okay. Excuse me. That brings us to, let's say, Acro.
Was it -5 or -4?
It was minus... Oh, yeah, sorry, we didn't do your second roll. It was a -4, so that brings you down to 15. That is actually a success. So you keep your good performances going. Next
Do we
up...
what do we get popularity? Or?
Oh, yeah, sorry. For the success, you guys still do get popularity. So that brings it back to 41. And I didn't add it in for Susan's. So that's 43. You guys were at 44, jump back down, back up to 43. Acro, a new crowd of people stands up.
Oh my gosh!
Boo!
Oh, man, that was
Boo, you're the worst! You're worse than that last girl!
Another quiet assassination attempt.
Okay, so that's 38.
That's not quite enough to know who this guy is, but Zakana, if you want to pop in, with an assist, brings it up to 15. So that is a success. This is Stacy Daniels. She is a local seamstress who specializes in making dresses for the middle class.
Middle class, more like she's gonna die.
Fucking got her.
Wow.
Sick burn.
Oh no, these are not names in the book. I'm making these up.
Duncan Fimblethorne's gonna get.
Here's
Duncan
my acting check.
That is not a success. It is not bad enough to be a failure though. So no popularity points gained, none lost. Oh, but they do roll to part of the 11 is they get to roll to decrease your popularity. That time it is only a -1. So you guys round it out to a 42. And that is
I just assumed it was 5 again. All right, that's not so bad.
That is the end. Yeah, it was a D6 out of character was the mechanic, so not bad. Could have been worse. I mean, they could have gotten 2 6s and dropped you guys at like 12.
What are popularity benefit ranges listed in the book? 0 to 193.
193. What do you mean?
That was just a random number I pulled out of the air. I was just saying what.
Basically, I'm not gonna tell you what there are, but there is a
40
range
seems to be
of
pretty
points. I'm not gonna tell you what the values are, but here are the tiers. You could get.
We started at 20.
Yeah, you guys could get -1 fame point, 0 fame points, or 1, 2, or 3 fame points, depending on how well you guys do.
Gotcha. Cool.
Do I get to do the post stuff or no?
Do the what?
Dress rehearsal? Do the dress rehearsal?
No,
Yeah, you're doing
They
the-
don't need to see the lead.
No, they will.
Okay.
I had to scroll down to find that other part. Go ahead and give me a random d20.
Oh, we're doing all that again?
No, I just haven't done it
Akio
yet.
hadn't done it yet. All right, 16.
Is that another donkey?
Donkey as well, yeah. We wrote twice.
A separate donkey. This one's a bit brown, the other one is gray, is brought in, and they're like, you think that last donkey was bad? This donkey got kicked in the head by a subsequent third donkey, and is by chance even dumber than the first ass. Just like the one on stage. You get a -2 on your acting check.
You guys aren't even clever hecklers. You keep repeating the same jokes. Like,
Exactly.
Well, you guys keep sucking.
suck on this.
All right, that was pretty good. Admittedly, you're not a bad Larazod. She
So
takes
we're
her
at
donkey
44
back
now?
out of there. Yep, that's another 2. So you guys go back up to 44. So
All the days
overall, I think that was a
back to
net
where we
gain.
started.
All right, yeah, I think it was dead even.
Yeah, it did even.
All right.
And you know what they say? As long as we don't lose anything.
So
Who is the they that say that particular phrase? I've never heard they say that before.
say what?
As long as we don't lose anything.
As long as we don't lose anything.
Usually it's teachers on field trips.
No, that's lose
All
any
right.
one.
That's funny.
Bro, I mean, that's like the scariest part of being a teacher. Like, when I'm just in my own classroom and the kid happens to be hiding behind a bookcase, I'm like, why are there 7 kids instead of 8?
I imagine that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's really stressful. Or just like one of them like happens to be in the bathroom and from my angle, I can't tell.
Yeah. So I have twin sisters, and twins. They pretend to be each other sometimes.
That's a mood.
And one time they basically pretended that one of them was like we lost one of them. Like one of them was like hiding, and then the other one, like, it was horrible.
See, my sister's her thing was that she would pretend that she was gonna die. Sounds so bad.
Wait, what?
Like, all right, here's an example. And she fucking fully forgot she did this. I brought it up to her like a year ago, and she's like, "I used to do that." I was like, "Yes, it was horrible." Like one time I got home from school, and she was already home, and there was like a tiny, like little, like harmless brown spider next to her, and she told me that it was poisonous and had bitten her, and that I had to call my dad and tell her that she was gonna die.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, my dad yelled at her. He was, "Stop, please." He's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Why did you tell him that?" So at the end of this performance,
Quick question about the bonuses. The donkey was a -2 to my roll, but now that it's gone, is that back?
Oh yeah, I mean
this was
the
just
donkey
stage
isn't permanently
performance.
haunting your dreams, my guy.
Yeah, dress rehearsal.
The donkey.
It's actually just for the rest of the campaign. Just get a -2 on all fucking charisma checks.
It's just the donkey 20 feet behind him at all times.
It's following you everywhere.
Dude, that's some deck of many things shit. I'm gonna add an extra car. That's just the
You
donkey.
just become Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You are just Shrek.
You just Shrek, yeah.
Mielek's like, that is a good book. I've read that one. He is a swamp ogre. Very good novel. Okay, so as you guys finish, Robal is just like, well, unfortunately, it is too late to fire you and find better actors, or a second illusionist. Ugh, not that Mielek would stop complaining if I did that. So we're stuck with you and your dulcet tones. But you, and he is going to point at the lowest rolled PC, which is Acro. He's like, look, I'm going to give you a little bit of a acting aid. Please just wear this for the love of the gods in the performance. And he hands you a circlet of persuasion to boost your charisma
Whoa.
skills.
Yeah, whoa. I
Hold
have
on.
one of those on my scald.
Yeah, so he
Yoink.
hands you that. He's like, I want that back after the performance.
Okay. You can trust me.
All right. So, you guys are going to get some more XP here because you endured, the dress rehearsal. You guys did reasonably well at those checks. You're each going to get another 2,000 experience.
So close.
Can it be 2,058 experience?
Man, if only one more of you had succeeded, then yes, it would have been higher.
So sad.
Let's go find a shadow beast.
58 points.
God damn it. It's like, oh, we're going hunting, boys.
Yeah, do you guys want to actually
Let's just hunt a shadow demon or something at night.
God damn it. Are you guys going to hunt a shadow beast? Hold on, I got to get the fucking random roll table back.
There's literally no downside to that idea. Let's do it.
All right, so this is going to be some chances here. Who wants to be our guinea pig for a D100 as you spend the night instead of getting fucking ready for an incredibly important performance in a play that could kill you? You're going to go hunting.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to roll the D100?
I mean, this
Can I?
is. If you think about it, this is preparing.
I mean, I guess it's a community service to the city. They don't like the shadow beasts.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah, I'll go for. Oh yeah, you guys rolled it. All right.
All right. 57. That is not going to be quite enough to run into a shadow beast in the abandoned part of the city. You can make one more check without having to get into your sleep time. If you succeed...
Oh, fuck, dude. God damn it. Let me do
okay.
it.
46 is actually going to be enough because it was easier the second time. Although that was close to failure. So, everybody give me one of those group stealth checks. See if you can get the drop on the Shadow Mastiff or if it's going to get the drop on you. We're going to say you guys just find it out in a plaza. So I'm going to put a quick square on the map.
Since we are, like, hunting for this, and I know we have to be stealthy, I'm gonna change my Scarred of Legion teamwork feat to stealth synergy, so I'm just gonna take the highest roll, well, after I roll this, which looks to be a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 9 instead of my 1.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so you guys can just drop yourself somewhere along that plaza.
Mine
so
is
that
6.
square's
I got a
100%.
3 total.
Okay, so I don't think you guys got a majority of successes on that group check. I hate to say it, but you know maybe he'll fuck up the perception check, and having a 2 will be enough. You know, shockingly, he's gonna smell you out, and we're gonna roll for initiative.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so you guys encounter another Shadow Beast, a Shadow Mastiff, out in the wilds. Let me clear our initiative order real quick. And go ahead and click on your token and roll in whenever you're ready. And I'm going to add in the Mastiff. It's going to be... Alright, everybody in? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Zakana, you managed to get the drop on this thing, react faster than it can. What would you like to do?
This is not surprise, hey?
It's not surprise, but it is flat-footed because it hasn't acted yet, so you can still get sneak attack on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really do much now. I think I'll just shoot, hey.
All right, go for your shot.
Is anybody gonna give buffs usually? Like, would I know if anybody would give buffs?
Battle music.
Yeah.
We may not need it for this.
Yeah,
don't
that's okay.
have
I'll just give it a
I
shot.
don't buff him.
We don't have any buffs. There's no reason not to buff. We get a full rest.
We're also like 3 levels higher.
All right.
Yeah, but they were
so 24 for 7. That's gonna hit, and it's within 30 feet, and he's flat-footed. So go ahead and add your sneak attack damage on top of that.
Can I just my chat box and something?
Yeah. Give me one sec.
What is he? Is he level 3?
I'm level 4. Someone can just roll it for me. I think it's.
I think it's a 2d6. If someone wants to just
Yeah,
type that in.
I think 2d6.
Yeah, it's on.
All right. So already lost 7 from the arrow. That's another 6 from the sneak attack. All right. So this thing.
Shit.
Oh, also, but it might not be a hit because we're gonna need a D100 check. Because remember,
Oh god, that's miss chance.
on 1 through 20, its shadow blending is gonna fuck up. Oh yes. All right. So you do get the hit off, get all that sneak attack damage in. That is gonna be the Shadow Mastiff. It is
Wait.
going. What?
Oh, 1 through 50, isn't it? Half chance or 20%?
Oh,
'Cause I
he
think it
does
was
have
20
total. It is
here.
50.
But
so
I
that
think
is
we
gonna-
were wanting low.
That is gonna miss. Usually do high as a
Oh.
success.
Really? 'Cause I thought we kept rolling like 80s and stuff.
You know what? Let's
Um,
just. I usually lately
I-
people have been
whatever.
calling
It
it.
doesn't matter.
Let's recall it. I have a coin here. Zakana, do you want symbols or flat? I'm gonna flip our Sihedron coin.
Let's go with flat.
Oh fuck, that was a bad flip. Hold on. That is gonna be a flat, so we'll count it as a hit. 50-50 shot. All right. It is gonna go off after it gets shot by that arrow and go with its bay effect. So
Wait, so are we
everyone, huh?
Are we doing highs or lows now?
Just whatever. You guys can just. We'll just do. I've been doing a flip of the coin in the other games. We'll just do that. It's 50%. All right. So everybody needs to make a will save. This is a sonic mind affecting fear effect. So if you have any bonuses against those, they would come. into play.
Everybody gets a +4 against my fear effects because of my aura of courage, and I am immune.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you resist being the mighty paladin that you are. With the +4s, it's an 18 and an 18. Also both resist. Just need one from
I
Zakana.
already included my +4.
Oh.
I didn't include my +4.
Yeah, I rolled a
Akio,
3.
did you include it?
Let me check. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
No. Oh yeah. Wait, Akio did?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's cool.
All 3 of you except the paladin who's immune are panicked. And you are going to be panicked with my D4 for 1 round. So on each of your turns, unless you are Susan, you are going to sprint the fuck away. So Acro sprints away. Susan, it is your turn.
I'm gonna charge.
All right. And we'll say you were far enough away to do a charge because this is an abstract map. Go ahead and get that extra +2 to hit from the charge.
Oh, smite it. I bet it's E.
Oh yeah, I don't need to save it. I'm gonna sleep, right? So yeah, I'm gonna declare it as a smite evil target.
Oh hell yeah! All right, your sword begins to glow with like holy white light as it lights up the night. The shadow hound like shies away. Go for your smite attack.
So it's +2 to attack, plus another 2 for the charge, so +4 on top of this, and +3 to damage rolls.
All right, and it's also you get more AC against this thing now.
Evil Outsider also takes the D6 extra.
Mhm.
So +4 on top of that makes that a 19.
All right, give me one. So a 19 is indeed a potential hit, and then with the +3 damage,
And
that would be
the,
21.
Yep.
And then roll your. Do you want to flip the? We'll flip the coin. Do you want symbols or smooth?
Symbols.
That is symbols. That is a hit. So 21 damage as this shining blade cuts through this thing's shadowy body. It's already looking pretty fucked up. We're only on round 1. But Akio is going to sprint, of course, in the opposite direction.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
is
yep.
that a Evil Outsider?
It is an evil outsider.
Then it's another +3, so plus 24 damage.
All right, I'll subtract another 3. Oh, because it doubles on the first hit. Right.
Yep.
God, I love paladins. So I believe everyone is run away, so they can spend this turn. They're no longer panicked. So basically, you guys, if you ran away, just assume you can move back to exactly where you were. So that's what Zakana does. The Hound already did its Bay attack, so it's not going to be very useful anymore. It is going to try and bite and then tail slap Susan. And what with your extra bonus AC right now from smiting, what's your AC?
+2 deflection, so 19 total.
Okay, the bite is gonna hit.
How's that right? Shouldn't it be like 21? Aren't you in full plate?
Yeah, you're wearing full plate, right?
I'm wrong. 21 total. I can't math.
That's okay, dude. Math's hard. All right, 21. Hold on, Okay, that is still gonna be a hit because that's his best attack. You're gonna take 10 damage, and what is your combat maneuver defense?
My CMD is a whopping 18.
That's gonna be enough. It does not manage to trip you with that bite. It kind of like goes at your legs, tries to pull you over, which means that it's gonna be even harder for its tail slap to hit you. If it's kind of like barbed, shadowy tail, that is only gonna be a 16, so that does not hit. You dodge out of the way. Which brings us to Acro, runs all the way back. And then Susan, it is your turn again.
Cool. I'm going to stab at him.
All right. Go in with your attack roll. Ooh, unfortunately, that is not quite going to do it, as you spend so much time avoiding the combat maneuver that you don't get quite as steadily back on your feet and can't get the blade to strike where you want it. Akio runs back. Do you want to do anything else?
Oh, yeah, it's at natural 1. Yeah, you're good.
And then...
Hey,
yeah?
hold on. I have long-range spells.
Oh, true. Yeah, you could maybe do it from there. So you would have had to take the run action, which would have brought you 4 times your movement speed away. Are any of your spells within that range?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, always
Entangle, really?
Really?
No,
I mean, I can
don't
do it,
entangle us.
No, I can do it like far enough away.
Yeah, you can just do it on the back.
I'm like it's 400 feet, guys.
He's got
I can
room to spare.
literally.
Just him.
Yeah,
God damn.
Just him.
Fucking entangle every day of the week with this guy. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the actual size of entangle, but like what he's saying is he can basically just angle it like that.
Yeah.
I liked my visual better, but yes. Alright. That is a nat 1 from the Shadowhound. It is fully entangled.
Oh shit! I just deleted that. My bad.
No, I deleted it. You're good.
Okay.
This thing's gonna get wrecked, so. So you attacked from far away. Zakana, you're about 4 times 30, 120 feet away. You could try to make a shot with your crossbow. It's just gonna be at a penalty. Or you could just run back.
I believe Zakana should be with
Almost
me
penalty.
now.
Zakana should be in range of what?
Zakana should be, like, up where I am. I think she ran back last round.
Oh yeah, you already ran back. What am I talking about? Go ahead. Susan.
Oh, wait, no, she ran away this round because she went
Yeah.
first.
I'm ahead
Ah,
of
yeah.
you.
She went ahead of the beast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because first round you went first. Second round you
Yeah.
ran. This is round 3, so you either can run back or try to take a shot at a penalty.
What's
I
the penalty?
believe crossbow is an 80-foot range, so your 1 range increment over would be a -2 penalty.
-2.
So,
I
minus
just go.
2. And then do you have precise?
Oh yeah,
shot?
do you have precise shot though?
I don't.
Then it's not even worth it.
No. All right. Cool.
That
I'll
would be
run
like a
back.
-6 total, I think.
It's a
I'll run.
-6, and then yeah.
All right, so you run back up. This thing is gonna try. It's entangled, so it's just gonna try to. It's still gonna try to attack with penalties on Susan. You deflect both away easily, flourishing your blade, keeping it at bay with the glow. Acro.
I am going to charge.
Okay. Make a charge attack. Get that extra +2.
14.
All right. 14 is not going to be enough to get through its hide. Brings us to Susan.
Would you be?
All right.
Can't back that because of the entangle. I can't get the flank.
That's true. You cannot flank.
Ah,
Does it lose? Does it get hit if it's? Never mind. I don't think it's used at Dex. Natural armor.
Oh, like does the entangle make sure it? No, it's got a lot of natural armor bonuses.
Yeah. Figured.
So does a 21 hit?
21 does definitely hit. Call it smooth or glyphs.
Even though he's entangled, I still have a miss chance because the somehow he's still concealed.
Yeah, basically his body's like made of shadows. So, like, think about like his body's actually smaller than it is. The outer like 6 inches is like roiling shadows. So it's hard to see where the body begins.
Okay. Smooth.
You got it. Smooth. And with that, you chop across, completing your smite, and end the Shadow Mastiff. Let's get that XP. What do you guys need, like 58?
yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, 59 because you have to be like 15,001.
Well, you got 400, so
Yay!
I
Ding.
think you're fine.
All right, somebody check my math. That's 15,342.
Yeah.
And the next level is. Hold on, let me check.
I want to say it's like 30,000 or something, or like 28,000.
That seems really
It's
high. 21?
23,000.
23.
23. Wow, that's fucking way off. Fuck me.
Because 31 would have been like more than double this level.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yay.
All right.
So was it 23?
Yeah, it was 23. Yeah, 23,000 is the next one.
Yes, 23.
22. 23.
All right. Well, that means you guys get yet another level up here. So if you want to put those things in, I'm gonna make sure our theater scene. Actually, hold on. Let me switch you guys back to the map. You guys don't need to see the theater yet. I'll edit the theater.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are working on that. And I have the map ready. We'll just give you guys a minute here.
Ooh, I think my...
So I'm at 30 hit points now.
Yo,
yeah.
congrats.
Nice.
Oh, I get channel now. That's cool. And smite evil 2 times a day.
Awesome.
My Slayer study target is now a +2 for all my bonuses. And I can do Bane Weapon as well. Yeah, I'm gonna be swapping my teamwork feedback to Scarred Legion, not Stealth Synergy, since we don't need that anymore.
You can swap your teamwork feat.
Yeah, as a Inquisitor, they get every 3 levels, they get a teamwork feat, and they can swap it as a standard action, like a number of times per day, equal to their Wisdom bonus.
That's
And like
crazy.
at 6th level, like when I get the second feat, my first feat like locks in, so I can't change that one. But I can keep changing like the second one until level 9. So like I was going with Scarred Legion for bonus to Intimidate, and then when we needed to Stealth for the Shadow Beast, I swap over to that, and then I swap back to Intimidate after. Inquisitors are really cool.
Inquisitors are dope. But I love all divine classes, to be honest.
Let's see what else.
Hey,
Study target.
so you know how like I already do like a lot of difficult terrain?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys ready for more difficult terrain?
No.
No? Okay.
That was such a quiet, like, no.
Susan, how do you... would you mind if I have those boots of springing and striding? Or, do we want to roll for them?
You can always do a roll-off. Hey, maybe
no,
the chat will
can
drop
go
you guys
for it.
another item
You're
at
good.
some point.
Cool. Okay.
Alright, this is the Nightshade Theater. It's like the nicest theater in West Crown.
I need to get a spell.
Depending on how long we take to level up, we could just do the level ups now and then do the play next time.
I'm good. I level up
Yeah,
now.
Are
I
you
just
guys
need
good?
one
Okay.
spell now.
That's fine.
Oh,
We
and
probably won't get through the full
skills,
play,
but-
but the play is separated into acts, so we can definitely get through some of the acts. Alright.
What spell?
Oh, it's already been. I'm just trying to figure out what my next spell. It's always so hard as a sorcerer because you only get so many.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
I feel that as Inquisitor. Don't worry.
There's so many good ones, and I kind of just want to pick silly stuff. Like, how funny would it be to like for me to just take Stone Call right now? Just no save, 2d6 damage. More difficult terrain. I need to do my HP too, huh?
Alright, I finally picked up power attack.
Oh, I need a feat also, but I know the feat. Shouldn't be
Okay.
Fuck dude. Yeah, no, I know my feat too. I forgot we get feats on. Leveling as a caster is so weird because it feels like you don't get fucking anything ever. But you actually do. Skill.
My lay on hands is pretty awesome right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, keep your hands off me, you creep.
Oh, you're gonna like this touch.
All right, I'm gonna put your guys' tokens backstage. They're gonna be for when you're ready. Akio.
3d6 plus 4 on a lay of hands 4 times a day.
What's the +4 from?
Favorite class bonus plus 1 HP for lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't count the Fey Foundling feat that I have, which gives me, for me, self heals 2 extra hit points per die, so it's plus 10 for me.
Damn. That is actually very hefty.
I'm just typing in my spell right now, and then my feat, but I'm good to go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good too.
We should have at least time for the opening act. All right, so, whatever your impressions are of the ordeal of enduring Robal's scathing insults, juggling the drama between several bitter and competing actors, or performing in front of a crowd of unruly locals, these are mere inconveniences at what awaits you tonight at the Nightshade Theater, the raw, uncut version of the 6 Trials of Larazad. The play itself is scheduled to begin, as with the dress rehearsal the other day, at 4 in the afternoon. Robal gathers you all around and shows you off around the stage before everyone gets here, so you get the feel for this much nicer area, and then brings you to the green room where your characters are right now. You would meet one new person who is a black-robed cleric of Asmodeus. This is Vestis Savaska. The mayor himself has provided him to aid in any last-minute changes or extra special effects. Robal, at this point, looks at all of you, feigns a smile, and says, "You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Hit your marks, remember your lines, and you'll do fine." 4 o'clock rolls around. Sounds of bells in a nearby tower pealing out the hour. The growing rush and din in the auditorium calms, and with a round of applause, Robal takes a deep breath and steps on stage. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the premiere event at this wondrous theater. Let me begin by extending my humblest thanks to the church for providing the, how shall I say, punch in tonight's spectacle, and also my sincere gratitude and thanks to our illustrious and benevolent Lord Mayor, Iberian Arvanxi. And he points over to this area over here. I'm going to blow up the mayor's pixel so you guys can see him. Just this decadent short man, goblet, pure gold, already overflowing with wine, as the crowd, cheers for him. As Robal steps off stage, I'm going to go sit in the private box with the mayor. Good luck. And he heads off, which brings us into our first act. Act 1, Condemnation. This first act is relatively minor and runs exactly how you all rehearsed in the house. There are no combats, no torments, and no unexpected prizes or surprises. All you need to do is read your lines and make a performance check. As you guys begin rolling, I'm going to go over some of the highlights and set the scene of the play. Act 1, Condemnation. A high-backed obsidian bench stands up center. As this curtain rises, Handerthane, played by Thessing himself, perches there, an awesome figure of power looming above the shackled forms of Larazod, Tybane, Dentris, and Ferris. The other members of the council, including the sultry Ilsandra, flank out stage right and left of Handerthane's tribunal bench. The hulking bailiff is a bearded devil, spiked truncheon in his scabrous red leather-like hands. Order in the tribunal, the court of his honor, Paraduke Montigny Handerthane, Black Tongue of Lord Entropy, Magistrate Maleficarum, now hold session, all rise. They bring the various charges to Larazod, talking about his conspiracy, his, anger at the Church of Asmodeus. And as the torturer whips him, that's you, Dentris, he tells him to hold his tongue. And Larazod goes over that soliloquy you all discussed earlier, that he is telling no lies, and that to slander his reputation is a falsehood. He carries no assassin's blade, nor breath-stealing spell to rob us of said morality. And at this point, our lovely Calcenica, who's there up top by that bench, you all are arrayed before them. Although Acro is the torturer, so he's off to the side.
Yeah.
And Larazod is dead center.
Where?
Right there.
There?
Yeah. You guys are kind of kneeling facing the audience as the tribunal is behind you. And the chorus singer is over to the side. With that, as you guys defend yourselves, yell out torture, insults, whatever your roles may be, we are going to do another acting check. If you befriended Robal, this is a +4. And since Calcenica is on stage, if you are her friend, you get an extra +2. And Larazod, you get a +4 from Calcenica because you are acting opposite her as her lover in the play. So let's start with Accio, who is playing Larazod. Give us your first check. Ooh, baby.
Wow.
Smashing your first soliloquy. You absolutely nail that check. And you are actually going to jump up your popularity there by 4. Double because of that nat 20. So you guys end up at 48 right now.
Told you guys it was just nerves.
All right. Next up, our other friends have to perform their lines too, though. Acro, the torturer. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm
What's
so
your role
nervous.
here?
I'm gonna press the enter button.
There you
I
go.
gotta torture somebody.
Do it.
Oh.
And another smashing success, bringing you guys up to 50 popularity. You guys are nailing these performances so far. That brings us, of course, to our lovely paladin. Susan, you are the comedic relief, and you need to add a punchline to this first act. Tybane, what do you do?
The +2 from being her being on stage, is that apply to me, or have I befriended her?
You did not befriend her, I don't believe. But you do still get to do those 2 roles because of your acting skills.
Oh, I didn't even add the +4 from being a friend of Robal.
I mean, you still smashed it.
Yeah. Whew.
To give some examples of his comedic lines, Tybane is like, "You mule lies like a sullied maid on her wedding night, O great one. Even a lord may be smote in darkness if Lord Entropy sees through you, a base and lowly thing sniveling in his crimson robes." With that 23, with your perform acting skills, that is absolutely going to be a success, bringing you guys up to 52. Hell yeah. And last but certainly not least, Zakana, who is playing our wizard Dentris. How is your acting gonna go? Let's find out. That one is not enough to lose you popularity, but unfortunately it is not that captivating a performance. Thankfully, the show was especially stolen by our lead actress, who is being a male lead of Larazod. Well done. The curtain comes down. after a final line here. Give me 1 second. Handerthane, the judge, says to all of you, "No demon's night dice nor dragon's musing awaits you all. Only torment beyond the stars' most infinite imaginings. When you mule out for merciful death, I shall look on in pleasure as your soul's wake burns from a withered old corpse. Make ready, supplicants. The trial begins anon. May Lord Entropy take pity on your blighted souls." And as will be the case between every act, you guys have 5 minutes to rest and recuperate, although you didn't have to do anything too hard this time. This brings us to Act 2, a trial by torture.
I'm gonna just make testing my focus target during this. And
Absolutely.
I also can do a second person as well, so I guess the leading lady too.
Okay, you focus on Calcenica, who is playing Illisandra, the leading lady, and Thessing, who is playing Handerthane. And thus we begin Act 2. Act 2 is called Trial by Torture. In this act, Larazad is affixed to a torturous implement referred to in the play as simply the device. Think of it as a combination of rack and wheel torture meant to stretch and twist your body in increasingly painful positions. All this time, Drovalid, played by our lovely Acro, must be inflicting whip strokes upon all of you to further increase the torment. As the device is brought on stage, they're ooh, ah, as the crowd looks on. Once it has been thoroughly and dramatically displayed, Larazad, you are stripped down to a loincloth, and your illusory male self, who is just shredded and glistening in oils and sweat, is affixed to it. Alright. The way that this is going to work is at the end of each line, Drovalid is going to inflict a whip strike on each of you. This is going to be, there's going to be a total of 10 whip attacks across each of you. So that's going to be, in this case, it is going to be 5 on Susan's character and 5 on Zakana. And not only that, but Larazad, you are also on the device. So, you're going to have to make attack rolls against your own party here. In this case, since they are tied up, they are not going to gain the full helpless condition. It's a little unfair. They are going to gain the flat-footed condition. We are going to alternate whip cracks. And sorry, it's not going to be 5 on each of you. It's going to be 3 on Larazad, 3 on the Paladin Tybane, and 2 on Detris the Wizard. So we are going to start with the round 1 of whips. Drovalid, make an attack with a whip. That's going to be with your strength modifier. So just roll your regular weapon. And then...
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
For this first round of whips.
Yes.
Instead of whipping him, can I put on a dazzling display to really scare, like, the audience, kind of? You know, that I'm gonna do some really great torture instead of actually
they are here for the actual bloodshed. However, there is something you can do to get around this. When you roll to attack them, you can either choose to purposefully miss, or you can choose to make a bluff check to make it seem like the whip hit them. But if you fail, you lose a little bit of popularity for missing on purpose. If you get caught in the lie, you lose more popularity.
Okay. Now, you said they are flat-footed.
Correct. So you're going to start with the flat-footed of Tybane, aka Susan.
I do have sneak attack available.
You do not have to use your
choose
sneak
not
attack.
to
Yeah, I
use
think
sneak.
sneak attack is optional. So you could choose not to do that.
Oh, sneak attack is optional?
Correct.
Okay, then I will not be sneak attacking.
Okay, fair enough.
You're also using a whip, so unless you have the whip mastery feat, this is non-lethal damage.
It's true. It'll be non-lethal.
Yeah, can you explain the roll again?
So basically,
Strength?
just make an attack. Whips use strength, so basically just click one of your weapon macros. Just make sure it's not like a masterwork or a +1 or anything. And then the whip does 1d4 non-lethal damage to them if you hit.
Okay.
So
it's
first you're going against Tybane, aka Susan.
Susan. Okay. Ignore the bite part.
Okay. So that doesn't hit.
All right, so that doesn't hit your flat-footed because of your armor.
With my armor, no. That I have a 19.
Hell yeah. Cracks across your armor, and the crowd is not, they're not displeased because you did actually hit him, but doesn't do any damage. Next, let's do a whip on Larazad.
How does that? I think that's also a miss.
Larazad, is that a miss?
Is that a better?
Against Akio's flat-footed?
I have mage armor on, so it is a miss.
Okay. That is a miss.
Woo.
And then, while we're still on Larazad, Akio, you're going to make a fortitude save, because this is a literal torture instrument. It's not just for show. It is stretching your body.
Jesus Christ, dude. They really do hate bards, huh?
Alright, you're going to take half damage. You take 3 non-lethal. And
Man,
then
I hope I miss all those whip attacks on you.
next one is on Zakana with a whip attack. Does that hit your flat-footed?
Yep.
Okay.
13.
In that case, you're going to take 2 non-lethal as he just crack whips you across the back, and the audience is like, ooh, oh.
Next Susan.
All right,
Yeah,
Susan again.
I still-
I think that one is a hit.
As it turns out, that does hit.
All right, you just
Okay.
crack right across the back of Susan's head, who's playing Tybane. Get 1 non-lethal. Next up is Larazad again. I think that's a hit. All right, go for the D4.
Oops, sorry. I rolled the D2. Let me reroll.
All right, you take 2 non-lethal and give me another fortitude save on your torture rack, aka the device. All right, take half damage again. Take 2 non-lethal.
Okay.
No. Kana.
13 against flat-footed for Sakana.
Yep, 13.
Hits.
All right, in that case,
That's
What kind of armor are you wearing?
studded muscle.
studded leather? I think he's wearing, or she's wearing.
Then it doesn't hit,
On a
because
13.
that's a +3 to AC. It's a +3 to AC, so her AC is 13.
Yeah, but
Yeah, my AC.
you just
rolled
have to
13.
hit someone's AC. You don't have to exceed it.
Yeah.
So if you got a 13, it would hit a 13.
Yeah, he has to get a 12 or lower not to hit him.
Okay.
So 3 non-lethal in Zakana. That's all the whips. That's all the whips for the wizard character. For Detris.
Should have let me be the torturer. My attack with strength can hit me.
I gotta put on a show for the audience.
Another 4 non-lethal for Susan. As he's just cracking this whip over and over again. As they're just like, woo! They're fucking loving it. Cracks
Yeah.
Larazad again. And Larazad, give me another fortitude save. As you are twisted all about by the device. This time you take 6 non-lethal. How much non-lethal have you taken?
15.
Okay, so you're not unconscious or anything. Yeah, that's good.
And then is it one more against each Susan and Akio? Because that was 8 so far.
Cool. So let me double check the act, but I believe you guys have gotten away with this. So, you guys, none of you passed out or went unconscious. Everyone here, the total popularity is going to go up by 15. So you guys are at 67 right now. Additionally, everyone earns 800 XP as the curtain falls. There is a big old round of applause and cheering as you guys survive the trial by torture. You guys have 5 minutes before the next act, so if you want, you can try to heal yourselves. And it is non-lethal, so any magical healing will get rid of it.
Who needs healing?
I'm
I
5
believe I
point.
lead. Well, it was also non-lethal, so it's not like real.
Yeah, I mean that's like the warm-up one, just to be like, oh, they're serious about this. They literally strapped him to a fucking torture device.
Ignore that macro. Hold on.
Akio needs some healing.
Okay.
What's Akro's HP?
I think we only have time for the first 2 acts today, because I gotta end at 10:30 today.
Yeah. I
Um,
also got it.
Yeah, because you gotta go. I don't want to keep you late, but I will tell you, the next act. This next one is deceptively named Trial by Pleasure.
They really love bards.
Hold on, what was it? Sorry, what happened? I disconnected.
We're just saying we're healing the non-lethal for people right now. Then we're gonna pause there till next week for the next act. But Act 3 coming up is deceptively named Trial by Pleasure.
Yeah, they really do hate bards, huh?
Oh yeah, they be out here hating bars for sure.
Yeah, just so you guys know, last night I sent an application into the Council of Thieves as well. I've been waiting on it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Huh?
Like the
There we
ones
go.
the ones the Bastards of Eridays were have been applying. I did the same thing.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's
All right. So we are all healed, and with that, we'll pause in the middle of the Opera Mortalis, the Death Opera. You guys are doing pretty fucking good so far, though. You're at 67 popularity, and sailing's looking smooth sailing so far.
Yeah, I mean, like, we definitely could have stood to lose some popularity there so that maybe we didn't get hit as much, but...
No, you guys just took it, though. Like, I know out of character, it's easy to, like, abstract that. I was like, whatever, it's non-lethal. But, like, in character, you guys were just letting yourselves get fucking whipped.
Acro is
to
like,
not lose face.
if these guys walk away, they're gonna be the talk of the town, and that's what I want.
Hell yeah.
Time to crack this whip.
All right. Well, if we don't have any last people spending points in the chat for hints or anything like that, we are going to run one last ad break, and we'll see you all next week. Cool.
All right.
Let's run that ad
Have
break.
a good.
Great job, guys. That was really fun.
week.